when he was down at Somerset for the...
Spiel.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I got to say that because he's sitting
got
right
to sit
behind us.
and I can remember he can kick people.
He's a big lad.
Saw him playing as well on the Whitlet's Fix game that
Oh,
they were playing in as well.
You know, got a horse that day.
They were getting beaten something terrible by a
He
young
was playing
team.
in defence, I
Young
believe.
team, young players playing
Like
against
myself.
Yeah, yourself. You were running up and down that wing like a youngster. You know, sort of tripping
Well, I had
up, falling over, toddling.
I had a couple of taxi numbers at the corner flag to get me back.
But there you go. We should maybe throw a headset on him and try and get him to speak to us. But I think he gets paid for this nowadays. So
I think he's
maybe better than us.
Cleaning up the stand after us.
I'm beginning not to like him. I think he's better than us. He thinks he's better.
He's not even said a word to us.
I know.
All right, okay. Right, guys, we need to start the show again. That's the microphone's just working.
All right, that's good.
You're
Hello
having a
there.
giraffe.
We're back there. Welcome. Right, Ian, let's get on. It's happened before, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
Is this us starting again?
Yeah. Get the adverts on now.
Get the oh no, we don't need to do the adverts again.
Yeah, we do. We have to. We get sponsors.
Have we?
Yep.
All right. Have they paid?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Oh, it's safe for Galway's.
We only asked you to do one job.
One
Sorry,
job.
let me try and get the camera.
We were here early.
I know.
What was he up to?
I don't know what he's doing.
You want that?
Right,
So,
start
are we definitely live? Or are you just making it up? I can't hear you now. Oh, you're miming.
Aye.
Right.
We're definitely live.
Right, start again.
Right,
Start
start
again.
again.
As if we're
What
professional.
time is it? 22. Loads of time to fill in yet. Pitch is looking well, isn't it?
Interesting notice.
Did they mention the fact that I've relayed it?
Right, we have to mention it's relayed. They've got old stuff over there. I don't know if we've got a camera going. Have we got a camera going there, Ian?
No, our camera's not going yet.
Oh, for
The only reason we know is because there's a pile of carpet on the far side. That's how we know it's relayed.
Yep.
But you did notice
when it came in,
the aesthetic qualities of it. You said it looked greener.
Much better condition than it was before.
It was a bit flatter last year, if you remember. We were out walking on it and it was a bit kind of smooth.
It
looks
sort
a
of
bit
worn
more.
away. It's got a lot of water on it. One of the things you said about the ground last week at Clyde, whispered it, is that it looked too dry and at times the ball just didn't go through and it held up and
You
air
can see
players
it.
didn't do well, but here it's firing through.
Yeah, there's plenty of moisture on the surface. You can see the ball just skipping off the surface and it's causing wee splashes.
Yeah, it gets a bow wave as it goes along.
A bow wave.
Much like Ian's permanent wave he's got in his wing today.
And that syrup is.
Oh, it's pretty good there.
This is I think
This
that's
is
a fresh
down
one. It's right out of the box. Look, it's just got the cellophane off that. It's left a wee bit in the back there.
And just in case you didn't hear us, we're just saying that it's a rather big United team here today. We've got, especially our extra cameraman. We've got Alan Shades of Grey, himself down there, who is relegated today because Willie the cameraman's back, Willie Craig's back, and he's down there to the right hand side, but we've got a secondary camera on today. In fact, we've got 3 cameras. In fact, if we get this one working, we have got 4 cameras working today.
Sensational.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at that, still no picture, but are they hearing us? This is what we need. So we've got Alan down there doing some secondary technical while Mrs. Downford in the back is trying to get the cameras to work. Anyway, we're getting on going as if we're here, and we'll give you the first run through of the team
you
lineups.
can hear loud and clear. Alan's giving us a thumbs up there. Good
Right,
job.
so-
Somebody knows what they're doing.
I know, we haven't a clue. We've had a lot of food though. We have doubled the spending in the East Stirlingshire shop. We have 5 pies, 5 drinks, 5 Mars bars.
That's what happens when you've got a big squad like us.
No, that was just Ian. Anyway, over to you, Davey. Now international man of Scottish media. Would you like to give us the team linings as
Yes.
well as reintroducing us to one of our favourite players from over the last few seasons?
Yes, the most mispronounced centre half in Scottish football, I think. So we're here today, and it's the Scottish Communities League Cup first round. Sorry, what you
just keep going.
We'll obviously just go with the home team. This is the Tenants, Stenishmuir's Tenants, East Stirling. Number 1 in goals, it's Richie Barnard. Number 2, Lloyd Kinnaird. Number 3, Nathan Shepherd. Number 4, Connor Green. Number 5, Michael Bolo Kaweki. You happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy
Bolo
with that.
Kaweki. Number 6, Graham McGregor. Number 7, David Greenhill. 8, Stephen Brisbane. 9, Max Wright. 10, David McKenna. And 11, Billy Vidla. Billy Vidla, V-I-D-L-E. That is a wee bit of a funny one. That. Substitutes for
Is he a
East
character?
Stirling,
Yeah.
East Stirlingshire, as you
Thank you
correctly
very much.
told me to
Yes,
say.
it is
It's
correct.
number 12, Jay Doyle. 13's Paul McMillan. 14 Jamie Glasgow, 15 Martin Shields, 16 Alan Deans, 18 Andy Kay, and goalkeeping sub number 17 Connor Shaw. And that's only last week's team that took a bit of a pasting in the end from Falkirk. Petrofac Training Cup, because you like to be precise, or as we know it's the Challenge Cup.
I was noticing also being called the Petrofac Training Challenge Cup in one of the papers. So is it that length of a name? Thank God we're out of it.
Good point, well made. So, we'll go on to their team, will we?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, number 1 in goals, David Hutton. 2, Nicky Devlin. 3, Kevin McKinley. 4, Peter Murphy. 5, Martin Campbell. 6, Brian Gilmer. 7, Alan Forrest. 8, Scott McLaughlin. 9, Ryan Donnelly. 10, John Paul McGovern. 11, Michael Donald. Substitutes today is number 12, Josh MacArthur. 14, Sean McKenzie. 15, Matt Roberts.
Youngster.
16, Andrew Muir. 18, Peter McGill. Although it says 17, sorry, in brackets, so it must be 17, Peter McGill.
Yeah, maybe it's his age.
And goalkeeping sub, Sean Newman, number 21.
Yeah, a couple of things about this and the lineup today. Thing that you notice when you look at it straight away here are a bit light in the substitutes bench.
The only experienced player is really Matt Roberts, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll get a good, as you said earlier when we were discussing this before, I think Peter McGill coming on as an impact player would be really good. Josh MacArthur did well enough last week, maybe a bit lightweight, still learning. We said that at the beginning of the programme, and loses his place really to Kevin McKinley, comes into his natural left-back position. Worried about him, 5 weeks after a car crash, still getting a tweak in the nerve.
Apparently took some pain-killing injections this week, so that is a bit of a concern. Especially on a surface like this. I mean, it is a good condition, but it will be a bit slippery on top.
He looked happy though to be in the team. He was laughing and joking out there earlier, and looks really up for it as well.
I'm not sure which side, but he's been knocking that ball up and down the park quite happily there. He seems to be moving pretty well. So
Martin Campbell getting a lot of real stretching exercising on again. It's not the greatest of pitches, this kind of pitch, quick turning and everything for a person that suffers from leg injuries.
There is a bit of give in these surfaces. It's not really too firm like the old ones, the original.
The Alloy original one, yeah.
And you probably find that, although if it had been a grass pitch, it'd be pretty greasy with the rain we've had, it would still be pretty firm underfoot. So I think this type of surface is pretty good for players with maybe older bones, shall we say, or slight injuries. There is a bit of give in it.
Well, it's nice to look across the Stirlingshire team and see a couple of players that we know. Lloyd Kinnaird, ex-Ayr, and down at Stranraer as well, has moved across to them. We also very familiar with Michael Bolokowecki, because he's always played. Yeah, we used to have all that fun up there at Forfar with the Forfar fans, because they couldn't even pronounce his name and they were trying hard to find a way to do it. Yeah, so it's really good to come up here and they've got a definitive version for us to use.
This is just another version.
It's the one we're using.
Well, that's for today. It's definitive, because we're all agreeing on it.
He's a good player. He'll be a good, strong back there as well. I was looking further up again, David McKenna, who we also know from his time, especially. I remember him in particular from being up at Brechin, but also Stranraer last season as well.
Yeah, and he scored last week. Apparently, a superb volley, and it was his debut for East Stirling last week. Apparently, it was one of the shining lights in their performance last week.
That's a hard thing to say, isn't it? Shining light. That's going to come out.
I know with these, especially with these teeth.
So, what have we got here? New things around East Stirlingshire. Their head coach, for example. New.
Right, he is. I thought it was something that he had told me about.
No, he's new. He's new to the club. I mean, his first game last week really wasn't it? Not a good way to start. But the thing that your fans can't get, you can't be coming here and saying, "Oh, this is going to be easy," because from the reports that we've come across, actually for 70 minutes of the game, this East Stirling team played it tight, played it really well, and
they had chances just before half time. I think the score was 2-0 at the time, and they had opportunities to get back in the game. But what's encouraging for East Stirling, I think they played 4 players from the development squad, which is basically your under 21s, under 19s, that sort of thing. We're in the first team, so as you say, Cam, they held them out for about 70 minutes, but obviously Falkirk is a full-time club, and I think their fitness in the end and sharpness would have probably seen them through to the 7 goals that they scored in the end. But that's encouraging signs. If you look underneath the scoreline, there's more encouraging signs there for East Stirling.
So the goalkeeper today, though, is a switch over, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the only change. It was Connor Shaw, I believe, was in goals. I think it was Connor Shaw was in last week. But Richie Barnard, he wasn't available to play last week, so he comes back and he's an experienced 33-year-old.
Came from Camelon, didn't he?
Camelon, as they say up these parts. Yeah, Camelon Juniors. So that'll be interesting for them. That'll give them a bit more experience. You know, the youngster being in there, he's tasted the first team, so he'll drop back to the bench, and Barnard will give a wee bit more strength. Also, I believe he's actually missing. I think it was a boy Townsley was due to come back, but he's not been picked or selected.
Well, actually, I think we saw him out getting a pre-match attempt to get him back on, and he was
Fitness,
just told.
yeah.
And I heard a coach going up to two of them after and say next week.
Yeah, I think he was away on holiday, so he's missed part of the pre-season training. So quite rightly, the coach has said, no, you're not going straight back in. You've got to prove your fitness.
You've also got one player that's not playing today because of business commitments. So again, they've got that happening to him as well.
It's obviously a vindicator. The coach is vindicating the players that were in last week. I mean, if it was a total debacle last week, he'd be ringing the changes. But he said no, he was happy with the performance overall. All right, the scoreline tells you the wrong story. But he's happy with the guys that have been in there filling the jersey, so he's going to go with them again and give them more experience.
Other thing to note here as well, today's referee Greg Aiken, assistant referee on the stand side Graham Stewart, and on the far side Stephen Strang.
Yeah, don't know any of them, do you?
No, I'm not. No, that was one of the things I was going to ask you
about. Name's familiar, but I can't recall. But you don't like referees? General, is it him?
Oh, he's the one who was missed.
Their faces in the Toon Hall clock.
He's struggling with her
he's got more chins as well. Oh, he's got the furrowed brow look. Just don't say anything.
Other things, looking at the United team just now, I thought Alan Forrest last week was magnificent, and especially in the second half. Having looked over the whole game again on Monday when I was sending the stuff into the club to look at, I had to edit material for them, put the two halves together so we could have a look at it. I had to watch it a number of times, and more as I watched it, I realised how much Alan Forrest was doing on the park. Even in the first half, where I thought he was quite quiet, off the ball he was getting into positions, and there was a fantastic moment which we had in the highlights if you've had a look at them, where he takes the ball in his own half, cross field pass across, and he comes back to Mikey Donald.
I remember during the game, was that him?
He gets it all the way up to the edge of the penalty area to meet the return pass in from Mikey Donald, sharp to the front, and took an excellent save. That was the one that you said the keeper did very well to get down to and save as well.
Aye. So, I think it was quite interesting. I think magnificent to maybe over-egging it a wee bit, his performance. I think he was certainly more influential over the 90 minutes than he had been in say last year's games, but that's obviously the experience. He's grown for last year, the experience getting regular first team games and playing at Ibrox, so he certainly had more of an influence, and he always looked to have a bit more of a spark than most people. But I'm a bit more happier this week with the balance of the team. We've obviously got Mikey Donald moving into the more comfortable wide left role, and we've got a recognised left back, Kevin McKinley, back there. So, and obviously Martin Campbell's experience. So it'll be interesting to see how him and Peter Murphy combine together in that central defence. I'm quite hopeful that will be a long-term partnership. But the balance of the back four looks a bit better today. And hopefully going forward, which was another area of concern for us, it didn't look as if John Paul McGovern was a type of player he looks as if he'd be more comfortable playing from midfield than playing out and out. How the balance at the back can maybe affects the air attack going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing that I was thinking about the last game there, Peter Murphy, first game, showed a great deal of skill commanding. I'm glad he's getting to know the team a wee bit better this week, because basically he met them on the Thursday, one training session. In the press this week have been spot on about we have to do a lot better, but also Brian Gilmour saying he didn't have his best game out there. He talked about feeling so flat when he came on to that game. There was just something flat about the home team, and he says the team are all out to try and do something a wee bit better.
Well, hopefully, yeah. I don't think the overall performance, especially in the first half, Clyde looked far more energetic, far more full of enthusiasm and running, and obviously went in quite comfortably in front at half time. Ayr came back into the game second half, but we still lacked that cutting edge. And for me, that's the key thing today, because it just the balance up front just didn't look too good. John Paul McGovern is a player that likes to have the goals running on with the goals to his back, coming, look for balls into feet, play the wee link up, which what a normal striker would do. And for me, he doesn't look like a normal. He's not a natural striker. He looks more comfortable playing for that midfield, but he plays that wee number 10 role, just sitting off the front forward, and I'm just not quite happy with that. But it should be interesting today. As I say, it's a slicker surface, and hopefully maybe that game under the first competitive game under the belt with Ryan Donnelly maybe can link up better.
We have had that criticism about your teams before, maybe not quite so much last year, but that sometimes we were playing the ball behind our forwards, expecting them to stop it, turn it, or release it to someone else. And again last week, our midfield didn't seem to be close enough to them, because every time they got it, they were waiting for ages to get it. There was a lot of things wrong last week. I'm really hoping something goes right this week. Having a look out there, a nice wee band of United fans, not as many as we usually get, to be quite honest, but it's a good little band out there. What, about 100 of them?
Yeah, about 100 in a minute.
Nice big flag behind the goals there, a big saltire with AUFC there. Well done, guys. Another flag down there below. Got to keep it going as well. These guys are brilliant. Still a lot coming in. And I'm sure they'll give their usual rousing support like they did last week as well, as much as they could. The famous Bill McWilliams now coming in, and his black and white hoop top, scarves everywhere. The big famous long scarf. I'm sure will not be long to wear Bill McWilliams'
we need to tell Bill it's raining. I don't think he's noticed it. He's now moving in under the enclosure a wee bit more. It looks a bit drooked there.
So their fans are at the Trist Road end to our left-hand side here. The main stand here is supposed to be just completely
neutral.
Who is it? East Stirling in here, except we've managed to bring us this side about 15,000 of our own team today, so we're all at this end of the stand.
Oh, you got a wee bit. What's going on there?
Sexy.
Too sexy for your shirt?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, your jacket, because you never brought one, did you?
Never brought a jacket, I'm a real one.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Schoolboy error,
yeah.
So something happened there, and he went quiet.
Just looking down to our right-hand side, I think we see the voice of reason sitting beside us at this moment.
Is that right?
So I think we'll have to be very careful about what we're doing here.
He looks small in real life.
Do you think we could try and get him for a half-time guest for you, or whoever? Well, you're going on to a radio station.
I'm busy.
Yeah, there's been a nice little link-up between AUmedia and the sports radio programme Eclipse, the new Scottish digital radio programme, where they want to feature United, which is an absolutely amazing thing. They've been on to us this week, and we've agreed to supply stuff for them, and David's become the spokesman
of a generation.
United Media. I said you were a legend, and they would like you, and also at least to give them a laugh if things were going bad.
I know.
So David's
one-liners you keep feeding me.
David's doing that for us this season, really good, and they want to feature us most weeks. So that's a great thing for the club that some national
raising
sports
the profile
radio thing want to come in.
Along with the new Bodog strip, which I thought raised
I don't think
a lot of profiles.
Yeah. A
couple of good points on that one, I thought.
Yeah. Do you see the Edinburgh tattoo started this week as well? No, forget that one. Nice girl. Got to also say we're really disappointed. I've got to mention this here too, and I hope he's listening in here to our sponsor for the half-time show, who I hope accidentally posted a Rangers post yesterday. Stuart Galloway, please, I need you to come on soon and dedicate yourself to United again. I know it was a mistake, but that's what happened. Just a big mistake.
He's a closet Ger fan, is that what you're telling me?
He's a closet Ger fan.
Closet Yuko.
Today. We're sure it's a mistake. We think it's a mistake. We're trying to get our camera back now. Hello? Are we working yet? Hello, let's see.
Oh.
Freeze.
Camera working. You better tell everybody we're on YouTube today again. Callum.
I was trying to make it look like the camera broke. Yeah, we're back.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, Ali Graham's sitting up here having a good laugh.
In fact, that's something I think we should do for Ayr fans, because there's one of our ex-heroes there up there. That's fantastic.
Stickers.
Yeah.
That's not mine.
One of our United heroes there in the stand beside us just now. We've got Ali Graham behind us there, and we've got to say, what a great guy. And we have got, I hope we've got this camera working again. Oh, here comes Ian. This is down for
Callum, your chins are showing.
Yeah, well, do you
I've got mine covered.
I'd like to point out I've shaved my head today. That David.
We have that crash helmet again.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, gosh, look, there he is. There he is. We can look round at what's coming out just now. And there's Ali Graham in a slightly delayed broadcast. Stuff in his face, but you know.
Oh, teams are
And
out.
here, as we're looking just now, that's the teams coming out
The
onto
new
the
away
pitch
strip.
here. United, their new away strip. They're wearing the red tops with white shorts today, and also white socks. East Stirling wearing their brand new version of their strip. It's the first time it's been worn. It's black and white hoops on the front and all white on the back. Looks unfortunately like the Clyde strip from behind.
Give me a headache.
It's got black shorts and red socks.
Their strip looks quite smart, doesn't it?
It does look quite smart.
It's absolutely chucking it down now.
Yeah, the rain falls down there, and it's really good. As normally happens here, you probably know that they hear the referee signaling that it's a swap over just now, and we're just checking just now. Ayr United are going to be defending the goals with their own fans all huddled up there at the back there. Actually, the amount of listen to the noise from the Ayr United fans there. Say they've doubled in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, it's certainly getting a bit congested up there.
So United playing from the Trist Road end to our left-hand side down to our right here, and obviously Stirling playing the opposite direction. United have got kick-off on this one just now, and at the moment lining up to kick off Ryan Donnelly there. United, it goes a bit quiet here. We're waiting for the game to go.
The ref's just waiting for the rain
And
to come on
there we
harder.
go, the referee wearing a very nice sort of dark blue top as well. Little red stripe down his back there. That's an interesting outfit, isn't it? It's a throw-in now. It's a
I'm a
throw-in
fashion expert all of a sudden.
Oh, I know.
What do you like?
Gawk one. Anyway, stop gawking. Ayr United now trying to get the ball back on the halfway line, but it goes out for a throw to Ayr United on the far side over there. And going for it just now is Kevin McKinley, throws the ball inside, back, booted forward by Ayr United, 30 yards out from the goal, but it's not back, picked up though by Gilmer. Gilmer back now again to the halfway line, plays it across to the far side, picked up now, 1-2 on the far side. McKinley coming forward, seems to be clipped there, but he's still going. He's managed to get round, as we talked about before. The bow wave there is he's still and kicked the ball out to play, and Ayr United's managers out the dug up straight away, getting the ball back into play. Wants a pace at the beginning of this match, obviously. He doesn't want that slow build up we had, taking time to get used to it. As here play the ball into the edge of the penalty area, header away to the halfway line. Campbell gets it, headers it forward. Who wins it back off a player, wins it, gets it forward again, back here. United on the ball at the halfway line. Gilmer, left-footed ball over the top, but he just misplaces it, still trying to get his distance there, and puts it straight through to the goalkeeper.
Good start for United, a bit positive. They've at the channel a couple of times, trying to link up play, but I think they're just trying to adjust the conditions. They're playing into the wind a wee bit. Yeah, it's a kind of blustery wind. It's not too strong, but Ayr trying to press up and squeeze the game towards East Stirling.
He's Stirling now on the halfway line on this left-hand side. Ball down, 25 yards out. Forward again by the number 7 down. And it links up with number 3, Nathan Shepherd. Lovely ball into the middle. Straight away, but headed away by Murphy. It goes up the way, but it's headed away again by United across the park. Still possession for East Stirling. A great ball on the turf, and they're back there marking Ayr United's. Murphy gets it, plays it forward. Lovely ball out back to the edge of the box. Played first time out, but very high. And Ayr tried to knock on. Donnelly wins at the halfway line, plays out to the right hand side, fights Forrest. Forrest cuts inside, marked down by 3, but he manages to get through again. But Donnelly came behind him, and he really didn't have much of a chance. And now he's still in, pass it back to their own keeper, and nearly in there was Ayr United's Gilmer, who got through. Ayr win the ball again. JP gets the ball, but he's lost it back again for Ayr United in to try and tackle there, and he does. But the ball goes out to play for a throw in to Stirling, straight in front of us here, 20 yards out from the Stirling.
Yeah, 2 minutes into the game there. I could have been a nice wee short pass back if it tailed up the water a bit more.
That number 4, Connor Green there, just not really looking where he was going there with the ball, and he just, like you say, just turned and played it back to the keeper there, but unfortunately Ayr forwards just unable to get onto that. But here they come again.
Ayr again trying to play the ball into the penalty area, but it deflects off a player, and Ayr again pressing there, really good stuff.
Great
and
play by Forrest.
And it was Forrest came running in there and stopped the clearance from going, knocked out 10 yards from the corner flag to the right hand side, on this the stand side.
Yeah.
Has it just made this Forrest look a bit more grown up now?
Aye, definitely. That was a bit more composed, more of a presence for last year.
Aye. Yeah. Hey. Professional here. He,
Just Ali Graham's agreeing with us.
Ali Graham's agreeing with us.
And again, Forrest out
Yeah.
to the left-hand side, plays it back now. Ayr playing across the into the midfield. Gilmer on the ball, sees a man far side. He plays along the ground, and it slows down a bit there on the water going across the park. But Ayr managed to maintain it. It's gone there out to the far side. Ayr trying to boot it forward, deflects off the head of a player, and comes all the way back. And there is Murphy, so composed, just takes it away across to Campbell, who puts it forward, brilliantly brought down there by A United's number 11 Mikey Donald, but it just goes back into their half, flicked forward again, picked up this time by Donnelly, inside, right in the centre's Forrest at the halfway line, out to left hand side, forward again by A United. Gilmer out there, plays it inside, a bit of a lax ball that allows it to be cleared into the A United half, but Ayr pick it up, but knock it out of play 20 yards inside the half, and Stirling pick it up, move fast forwards, and Gilmer there, I think, actually a very good foul to give away there as he bounced into the player as Ayr hadn't settled back into defence. So 35 yards out, it's a free kick now to East Stirlingshire.
Yeah, first foul of the game.
Did we win something for that?
I don't know. But do you know our back two have got a combined age of the same as Davy Kennedy's? 66.
Aye.
So over there, two men on the ball there, it's hit high and well out of play and past the goals. I think it's still going.
Who was that? Number
three there, he'd come across. It seems to do an awful lot from Nathan Shepherd. He caused some problems early on with that run and cross down the left hand side. Got a bit of pace on him as well. He'll take the goal kick, shot forward to Murphy out the left hand side, chips it forward to halfway line, but it's intercepted. Comes back to Mikey Donald in the centre, across now to Scotty McLaughlin, the captain, spreads out to the right hand side on the halfway line. Here now, Devlin forward, but it's not very good when Ayr having to get back, playing across the far side, and it goes still in the United half, and Ayr now play it inside. With the edge of the penalty. There's
no really a lot happening at the minute. Ayr are just squeezing the game up, trying to play the game in the Stirling half. They're into the wind a wee bit there, but not much happening. Ayr just trying to knock the ball about, just trying to look for weaknesses in the East Stirling defence. But East Stirling looking pretty composed, although they don't seem to have much pace going forward at the minute. And Ayr looking pretty composed as well, knocking the ball about at the back there. Obviously the influence of Peter Murphy there, he's quite comfortable on the ball. Plays the ball about easily, looks like he gets his head up.
His boots are a bit bright.
Here, put the ball right over the top and edge of the penalty area. Donnelly gets there, but it's just beaten to the ball again and crowded out. And the number 4 there clears the ball away up to the right hand side now. Here trying to get there easily, played by the Stirling team forward. There's 1 against 1, but Murphy's come across to cover, done very well. Yeah. Turns the player that was coming in and strokes the ball back to the keeper to put it up towards the halfway line.
Yeah, it was a potential wee break on there. Graham McGregor picking up a loose ball in the midfield and knocking the ball to Billy Vidler, who got the break of a challenge here from, I think it was Kevin McKinley, and broke up field, but it was that man, Peter Murphy, reading the game superbly well.
That's a bad one there. Forrest has lost the ball in the halfway line. It goes to the number 3, Stephen Shepherd, and he gets all the way, through there, Nathan Shepherd. Yeah. But United managed to block it down back to the keeper. Puts up to the halfway line, no one wins it for A United, and it's coming straight back at them. Gilmer gets in the way, hoofs the ball forward, but it's still not cleared the halfway line, and back comes Stirling over the top. That looks offside as the number 10 there, David McKenna, came back from an offside position.
Yeah, Ayr switching off here in the form of Alan Forrest there, getting caught with the ball, and it was Nathan Shepherd, who looks pretty lively. He likes to get forward there, but as he attacked the heart of Ayr defence, he tried to lay the ball off here. It was a poor pass with the outside of his foot, and it was Alan Forrest actually got back and intercepted that, and managed to quell the danger there.
It's good to see him getting back to clear up his own troubles. It's good for a team when that happens, as Ayr send the ball into the middle. Would have been offside there, Donnelly. Yes, he is offside as he runs back from a very offside position to try and match the cross that came, the forward ball there that came in. Still don't like this formation in front, leaving Donnelly up there. It just doesn't work for me.
It doesn't really give us a cutting edge, and as you can see, it gives him a big ass. He has to cover both channels. He's not really working that well at all, and as you see, as soon as the ball goes forward, John Paul McGovern drops, as in attacking from East Stirling. John Paul McGovern drops into midfield and leaves Ryan Donnelly on his own, and I think we could do a bit more work around about the channels and get the balls released from midfield into those gaps and get the fullbacks turning.
Mikey Donald on the halfway line, cuts inside, plays it back into Ayers half. Campbell forward again. Mikey Donald picks it up, forward again. This left-hand side now, back to Gilmer. Mikey Donald straight in the middle of midfield. Beautiful ball out to the left-hand side. And it's out there with McGovern. He plays it on again. It gets down to the outside. It's a lovely ball in the middle, and Mikey Donald just flicks it, and it comes back to the goalkeeper there. Not going to be counted as a pass back with the number 9 as he flicked up in mid-air and the goalkeeper came out. But now it's a straightaway attack by Stirling, kicking the ball all the way down. Nearly gets through, so number 10 got in there. There was no United defender to get there, but it went straight through to the keeper. Murphy forward. Donnelly back to Murphy. Long ball high over the top, but no one's read it. And it just comes back out from Stirling. Campbell headers it forward again. Donnelly tries to get it. It's headed away from him. Forward again. And here comes Stirling. They're breaking forward. The number 10 holds back. The number 9's into a scoring position if he can. And he takes a shot from the edge of the penalty area. And a very good save there. That was Max Wright. Took a lovely pass through from David McKenna as they break fast out onto this side. Forward on the right hand side. 10-15 yards in. They are trying to get it. Donnelly wins the ball. He's looking for someone outright, and there he is. And there goes Forrest. He's got the ball. He's cutting inside. He's in the penalty area, but a lovely little foot in there. A lovely little foot in there by United. Gets the ball back, and forward JP puts in. As I was going to say there, it was actually Nathan Shepherd tackled beautifully in the penalty area, and he was tackled hard by Donnelly. He had got the ball back, played it into the penalty area, came off a defender corner on this side of the park.
Yeah, looked like a foul there initially. The challenge here from Forrest on the fullback, but great play there for McGovern, who won the ball back, and he's about to take the corners.
Yes, gets the ball in deep to the back. 2-yard players fire. It's just nipped off of the shot from Donnelly by a head getting in the way there, and the ball's put it up the right hand side. It's another breakaway now, and it's Gilmer back to stop it and getting it back to his own keeper there for United.
Yeah, a wee flurry of activity there, a wee bit of pressure from here, but it resulted in a corner, and it was like kind of overhit, I think, for John Paul McGovern, and just a wee flick off the defender's head. It took it off a potential volley for air at the edge of the box, but danger averted for East Stirling.
On the halfway line over there on the far left hand side, McKinley forward again. Mikey Donald plays the return pass down towards the corner flag. Has it gone too far? It has. It's just gone out. It bounced off that surface and went through very quickly there. Looked like an excellent ball at first.
Encouraging signs here. Kevin McKinley getting on the overlap there has given us an added dimension to the attack there. That's encouraging to see. A couple of times he's got released down that left hand side there, causing East Stirling a bit of problems.
Nice getting my cup of tea to get finished. Today I got a wee cup of tea. Finish, Keeper boots the ball out now, well over the halfway line. Excellent kick there. Campbell seemed to be pulled and lose it, but Murphy does a brilliant save as it's onto the foot, traps it, brings it back, and now it's back to the keeper. Ball up to the halfway line. Again here trying to win. Well done there. Forward Donnelly headers it back. Still in the centre circle. Long ball out to the left hand side. Oh, by Gilmer nearly releases Michael Donald on the far left hand side. But again, he's still in quick to move this one forward. And they've got the ball at the halfway line. But Ayrer back and tackling, getting that ball. And Gilmer comes away with the ball in the halfway line. Plays it forward. Gets it back on the halfway line. And comes over to this side of the pitch. Plays it along the line to Nicky Devlin along the halfway line. And it's forward again by Scott McLaughlin. 1-2's it there. Gets it back. But it goes now to Gilmer, still at the edge of the centre circle, and he tries to play it forward, but all he manages to do is hit Graham McGregor of East Stirling in the nose, and the ball comes back to Ayr, flick into the penalty area, but no one there, poorly cleared by East Stirling, and Ayr retrieve the ball over that far left-hand side, and on the ball is Murphy, playing a very advanced position, and the ball's forward now, and it nearly released JP McGovern for Ayr, but again, nothing much happened.
Quite impressed with
Sorry, Ali Graham said there that Forrest is playing too far inside. He needs to come out on the ring a wee bit more and run it, Shepherd.
I don't understand that, because he always, last year, his most effective performances when he's coming in off the wide areas.
But in addition to that last week, his best performance in the second half when he was released to Rove, did it very well for us, and whether maybe that's something you leave till later on in the game. But we do seem to need to stretch this back four quite a bit.
They're obviously trying to sit in and hit us on the counter attack.
He's still on the halfway line now, the centre half there on it. Bolo Kawicki gets it forward, gets it back, plays out to the right hand side, forward again. Here come East Stirling, lovely ball into penalty area down the right hand side, and it's United trying hard to mark it down. And just a last second tackle gets it away, but it's picked up East Stirling again out there. And
he
that's
started that
Hugh
again.
that started it for me. And it's
Sure it wasn't
East Stirling,
Clyde?
ball across the front, and luckily there's no one there. And it's booted forward, picked up by Donnelly. Again, he doesn't get it controlled, and it's Nathan Shepherd came forward there, and he was caught. It's one of these off-balance things, and I'm not sure who got him there. Gilmer?
Yeah, I think it was Forrest actually. He just cut inside there, and obviously making sure the referee knew he was challenged there with a kind of, what would you say that, 7.8?
I saw that at the Commonwealth Games last week.
I don't know, what did he score? Was it up to 10, 20?
I don't know, I just watch it for the art form.
For the what?
Art form.
Is that what they call it these days?
Yeah. And again, here we are, 35 yards out here, putting a two-man wall in. It's 35 yards, the number 7 takes a drive. It's a great shot, and it just goes past the left-hand post of United's keeper, David Hutton, from 35 yards out. It was beautiful. It came up about 3 or 4 feet and just curled past the post.
Yep.
Excellent shot there by the
David
number
Greenhill,
7.
was it?
David Greenhill.
Great effort there. I mean, he sat and looked at it for quite a while there, and I think 30 yards, 35 yards, and he launched that, and it was just fizzed past the David Hutton's left-hand post.
United just inside East Stirling's half. Forrest caught on the ball again, and again it's that number 3 Nathan Shepherd that gets it back, played back into East Stirling's half. They're playing down the left hand side, back to their own goalkeeper, but it slows up as it goes back to him, and the boot in the ball, he plays that a long one down the left hand side here, unable to get to it, but it eventually bounces over the heads of the players through into United, and Nicky Devlin's going to take this one about 15-16 yards out from the United goal.
Got a feeling that East Stirling
back to
are going...
keeper, but oh goodness sake, he mishits it, and it's back into his own box out to the left hand side, picked up by East Stirling across the front, and unfortunately for East Stirling they don't control the edge of the penalty area. It goes back to the number 6.
What a save!
Shot there, and the keeper made up for it and got rid of it. And I'll tell you this, there's a bit of an argy-bargy going on here between Nicky Devlin and David Hutton, but I've got to be honest, I think Hutton should have been able to have got that one away.
Yep. Defensive mistake there for me. United mixed up the throw-in between David Hutton and Devlin there. It ended up with a chance for McGregor, who's at a stinging drive for 20 yards. David Hutton did well to parry.
Corner out there, but it's
handball.
Looked like a handball by JP McGovern, but we got away with it. We're trying to break down the middle. It's been released. It's holding up the midfield. The goalkeeper's coming out. JP's there. He blocks it, and it all goes out to the far side. Lucky for the goalkeeper there. He was nearly up at the halfway line. Yeah,
you're almost catching. I mean, that's diabolical defending for East Fife from a corner of the road. You've got me saying it.
Sure it's not Stenhousemuir.
Don't start this. We've got a few teams to go from.
East Stirlingshire.
Anyway, down again through the middle. Now they're broken 25 yards out again. Another shot blocked by United here, struggling a little bit at this moment. And again, here don't really seem to have that kind of look of team that are going to do anything really dangerous, to be quite honest.
No, they've kind of went through the motions. They've set their stall up. They're trying to squeeze up, but East Stirling looking really dangerous if they get in front of their goal mouth at the minute. Obviously, they've got the wind at their back and they're hitting everything they.
And again, they're broken through to the edge of the penalty area. Tackle there by United, but it comes past East Stirling.
And they're gaining in confidence.
Out to the far right hand side to Lloyd Kinnaird. Moving forward, the ball comes forward to the edge of the penalty area. They've got it again. They're there. Murphy's beaten. Ball's put through the legs of I think it's Mikey Donald, but again it comes back here, get it and just boot it to the halfway line. And again the ball's into the penalty area, straight through, and the keeper managed to come out. I must say there is a moment reminded me of David Kennedy's seasons at Somerset Park as a balloon came on the park.
Scalp up its backside.
That's not bad for you, Callum.
Thanks very much. You need to do passing back to the
Doubtfire chipping in the one as well. Silent assassin there, what's it like?
Yes, that's right. Actually, the balloon's moving faster than you ever did.
It's also going in the wrong direction.
That's normal. Again, Stirling picking the ball up in midfield here, seem disjointed, and they're rushing through the centre of midfield. The number 8 there on the ball, Brisbane, puts out to the right hand side. It's picked up again, coming inside here, still not getting onto the ball. It's a chip into the back, and luckily for United, the forward at the back had moved into the centre position, and the ball just of him in the air, struggling.
All of us chances, shots on target. The free kick from, who was that? Who was it? Greenhill had a
number 7 there, David Greenhill.
And then McGregor had that stinging shot after their mistake, and then all of a sudden they're in about air. They're playing a lot more of the game in theirs half, and you can just see they're growing in confidence at the minute. So Ayr need to get their finger out and get back in, start squeezing the space, shutting down, and getting them turning, playing the channels more. Need to play the channels and get the fullbacks turning.
Ayr struggling a bit today. I must admit, it's a bad feeling about this ground every time we come here.
Shut up, your old wife.
Hey, darling. Woo! He's touching me like, I hope you got that on camera because I'm suing him. There again, lose it, belt the ball into one of the side. There's goals out there on the far side, so I wonder if they managed to put that in. Does that count as a goal? Do you get points for that?
No.
He's Stirling again, powering to the edge of the penalty area. Lots of space in the middle. The number 7 gets the ball again, played back out to the right hand side. No Ayr player matching these. The runs are coming in. Lucky for it here, a deflection plays it back towards the halfway line. But again, it's picked up there by Greenhill by Stirling, forward to the edge of the penalty area for them. Nathan Shepherd there plays the ball in, but it's a poor one for him, and it goes straight through to the goalkeeper, and it was offside anyway. I don't know why they gave the offside when the goalkeeper's got it in his hands, do you?
No.
Don't see that's an advantage, do you?
Let's just not dwell on it, let's just move on.
Let's move on.
Goal kick for you.
Kick out over the halfway line there. Mikey Donald knocks it on. But again, there's no one forward of them. There's no link up there at this moment. As United put it into mid-air, Donnelly gets it, flicks on. There's no one behind him. And again, just the ball over the top. Murphy gets back for Ayr, knocks it out. And again, into the central goals that are out there on the far right-hand side.
Well, I think we'll start with the wee goals and then end up with the big ones.
I hope so.
Was that just to Phil Callum?
I think we need bigger goals to Phil Callum.
Mrs. Doubtfire's bigger than me. Oh, lovely play there by Stirling. Ball flicked over the top of the head by one player, and he runs onto his own pass. He gets it back at the edge of the penalty area, and the ball in. Ayr are lucky at this moment. Some of this movement and passing by Stirling is actually very good, and thankfully the final product hasn't been as good at the moment.
No, Ayr seem to be struggling to get out their own half at the minute. They're just kind of predictably launching balls. There's hunting down the centre of the park there, but the second ball seems to be all Stirling's. They're picking the ball up, quite hungry looking, and it's kind of starting to get into a bit of reminiscence of the game against Clyde last week when they looked the livelier side. But I'd like to see Ayr more of a threat forward.
Ball just putted away there by Stirlingshire, and it's a throw in for Ayr United. Kevin McKinley about 20-25 yards inside his own half. Forward Scott McLaughlin gets it back, flicks it forward straight out of play. Under pressure immediately, and Ayr don't seem to be able to deal with this. If a player comes into them, they try to flick on, they try to do anything, but there's not really anyone there giving that supporting angle for them to get onto the ball.
No, they started looking quite positive, United. You know, like you say, there's a chance down the right hand side. A decent
ball into the middle. It's a beautiful ball into the back post. There was an
good release there for Davy Hutton.
Releasing the ball to the halfway line, coming forward for us, but he stopped there.
Nothing to hit
and
going forward.
No one forward for him, so he tried to take it back through midfield and end up 20 yards outside their own goal.
That just sums up the problems Ayr have going forward. It's a quick release for Davy Hutton. He's thrown it wide to Alan Forrest. He's looked up and all he sees is Ryan Donnelly through the middle on his own, and John Paul McGovern is away the other side of the park, two detached. One of them should be running into space, another one should be looping off behind them there. So that's where Ayer's problems are. They've not got a natural striker to support Ryan Donnelly.
We're going to go into one of my bugbears soon as well. I mentioned it in the car about the ball going forward, lofted with a wee flighty pattern on it behind a player, so he has to wait for it, get it. By that time, a defender's in on him. That's a
great pass.
Ball forward. Donnelly gets it.
It's a chance.
Shot. Oh. That's a great shot from Donnelly. It's actually all down to Mikey Donald getting there. He fought his way through midfield, and he was actually taken out as he played through to Donnelly, who hit the ball and curled it just past the post there. And that's 26 minutes. Oh, sorry. 22 minutes gone in this match. Yeah. I can't read numbers.
We know that. Is that 20 yards, you think?
Yeah.
I think it was 21.
Yeah, no, the ball forward. Donnelly gets it, knocks it back, but only to an Stirling player who's in their half trying to move forward. But he decides again. That was David McKenna, plays it back to the number 5, plays it forward again, flicked through. That looked like a late tackle there by Campbell, but it's going forward. And Nathan Shepherd's into the penalty. He plays it across, and it was a poor pass, and two players missed it, and Ayr in real trouble. And a great winning of the ball there by a United and that was forcing it forward. This time we're over the halfway line. Donnelly wins, past one player. There's two either side of him. He's got players on outside. He plays a beautiful ball in the penalty area.
Good save.
Donald tries to get it forward, comes off the keeper, bounces out, and again here comes Stirling away from the box now, centre of midfield, and over there on the far side it's Nathan Shepherd. He plays it forward, free kick given there, it's offside, and there seems to be a lot of argy-bargy going on out there just now, a bit of arguments going between players and just being told to calm it down a little bit. And it's Martin Campbell getting a warning, even though the player was offside. The East Stirling player thought he'd been fouled, and that was David McKenna again. He's had a relatively good first half so far.
Yeah, good save there. Was it Richie Barnard there? 1-1-1. It was a great wee ball slipped inside the full-back there for Mikey Donald to run into. A narrow angle for the left-hand side, but the keeper was out and blocked the opportunity for Mikey.
Here into the middle again, play the ball in. Mikey Donald headers it into the centre from a long ball out by Murphy. It's cleared. 25 yards out through Stirling goal here. Pick it up again, but lose it. Just comes off the foot, and the number 10 again, David McKenna, picks up on the halfway line out there on the far side. Tries to chip it forward. Good tackle in there. Here, win it back. Looking for someone, Mikey Donald. He's tackled very quickly, but he gets it forward, and he nearly gets the 1-2 back there, and in goes Donnelly to try and win it back, but again it's out of play. A lovely piece of play by Lloyd Kinnaird of East Stirlingshire, who just sheltered that ball, sort of kept in front of it, didn't let Ayr get anywhere near it, so it went out for a throw in.
Oh, good header McKinley.
Forward to the halfway line by United, comes straight back. Gilmer, long ball over the top. Again, it's just humping the ball forward at times by him, hoping there's players
yeah,
up
it's
there.
just like you say, Callum, it's a bit of an aimless punt forward at times. Good header.
Ball long into a United half, comes back, but it's now picked up by Stirling halfway line. Good tackle by Gilmer, but again a counter tackle by the number 6, Graham McGregor, gets it back for East Stirling out to the right hand side. Kinnaird gets it, lovely 1-2. Is and an overlap there, and they're into the box again. They tried to chip it in, but again, the players seem to come too narrow there for him if it went to the back.
Could
but
done
break away now to the halfway line for us forward. Donnelly on the halfway line. Sorry, it's JP McGovern flicked out to the right hand side, picked up now right on the halfway line by Nicky Devlin. Back now to Campbell in his own half, looking for someone over the far left hand side. He finds that there is Kevin McKinley up forward to Mikey Donald, looking for someone around him. He cuts inside. Again, there's players too close, and the ball just gets taken off him, and it's up to the halfway line by Stirling. Mikey Donald back to try and tackle, but he's still outplayed there, and the ball coming forward, and it's East Stirling with strength, but Gilmer gets the ball back, plays it forward. There, United up over the halfway line now, getting the ball back. Gilmer plays it forward, and it's offside because down that far left hand side, I think it was actually Forrest. Is it Forrest out there?
No, it's Mikey Donald.
Is it Mikey Donald? So it is. The rain makes them all look the same. He's caught offside. In fact, I think it's Donnelly there. Yes, it was Donnelly. It was offside, yeah. Free kick then over far side. Long ball into the United half. Headed away by Murphy up to the halfway line, but it comes back. He goes forward again to try and get it. He'll lose it at the halfway line, and East Stirling should come forward again. Cutting across the field to the side, back into Ayr half, picked up by Nathan Shepherd from the centre, and plays out to the left hand side.
That's
out. It goes out. It's just a bit too much of a pass there, a lot of pace on, and you can probably hear the rain is still battering down here at this moment. Ayr up on the left, the near side, a very poor ball forward by Nicky Devlin, goes out. Ayr feel very flat again this week.
Poor ball forward.
Donnelly tries to win the ball, it comes forward, but again just goes out for a throw in to East Stirling. There has to be a change in attitude for this one.
I just don't think they're used to playing this kind of 4-4-1-1.
No, I don't think it works at all. No, personally. They don't have the right players in the right positions. And
free kick just in front of us, 20 yards inside East Stirling's half. And it's a free kick just in front of us in this stand side here, and the keeper's coming to take this.
27 minutes played, still 1-1, 0-0.
Here win the ball at the halfway line, come forward again. JP puts a lovely ball out the left hand side. Is it going to hold up? It does. And it's a first time ball into the middle. It's lovely. Donnelly gets up, but it's nudged off the back of the defender. It was a lovely ball in from the left hand side there from Kevin McKinley. Ayr win it on the halfway line again. Tried to play it forward, but lose it. It's picked up now by East Stirlingshire on the left hand side. Max Wright cuts inside. looks over the top. It's a lovely ball into middle. It's released right in the middle. He sclaffs the ball when he had an open net, and he's again got a free man on the other side. But lucky for Ayr United, there is Murphy to tackle, and it goes out. That should have been a goal.
Yeah, number 8 wasn't Stephen Brisbane had the earlier opportunity, but fluffed his chance. His first touch set him up perfectly, but it was an ear kick there, completely missing it. But he managed to regain composure and then passed it to, I couldn't actually see the number, the right hand side, and again he had the chance with a ball coming in for a corner.
Into the middle here, trying to head her away, but it goes straight up in mid-air, away to the edge of the penalty area now. JP McGovern plays up to the halfway line. There's only one player here, and it's a lovely knock in by Donnelly, and it's released for us, but he's hit the ball too hard, and there's 2 men back on him. He's still trying to get into the penalty area, but he's going to have to turn now, and he's been forced outside with some good defending there by Lloyd Kinnaird to force him out of it. The ball seemed to stick at his feet as he tried to run through here, and he's Stirling spread the ball to the left-hand side, picked up by David McKenna, who'd run back from an offside position right on the halfway line, but the ball seemed to stick at the feet of Forrest as he was charging through there, but a lovely knock onto him there by Donnelly.
Yeah, counter attack, great there for there, but not really capitalising at all. And just before that, I mean, 2 players, East Stirling's number 8, Brisbane.
Donnelly's got the ball at the edge of the penalty area, but he's been marked down by 3 people. He's far side, so he chips it to the back, and it's just overhit over the top of the head of Nicky Devlin there, who'd cut inside.
Yeah, it
gets more positive last 2 attacks.
Well, poor delivery in the end, poor end product there from there. But again, that's been the kind of
that just sums the game up, doesn't it?
Pattern, because like you had a double chance there for Brisbane and another unnamed East Stirling forward.
I think it was the number 7 David Greenhill was in the far side.
Both fluffed their chances there big time. Brisbane had the chance, then eventually after they had an air kick, passed it to Greenhill. He missed his opportunity, and it came back to Brisbane, and then he missed the kick as well and put it wide. So Ayr are living a wee bit dangerously at the back there, but still looking there. We don't seem to have that cutting edge going forward.
You maybe heard the derisive laughter there as JP McGovern right on the halfway line took a left-footed pass out to the far side and instead lifted up in mid-air and straight out of play for a throw into Stirling over there on the far side. Ball forward, Ayr trying to get it there all the way through back to Campbell. Now United right in defence, has been marked down quickly, so he passes it back to the keeper onto his left foot. He puts it, was a poor one forward, and luckily Gilmore's there, gets it forward again, well controlled by Scott McLaughlin, plays it forward. Mikey Donald on the left hand side, ball back now, played forward again, but again gets to no Ayr United man, picked up by Stirling, booted forward, and Campbell knocks it back to the keeper.
Yeah, Big Stuart Galloway saying watch Forrest. He's always cut to the inside when he should be going outside.
Yeah, Stuarty Galloway. I'm still waiting for his apology for last night's terrible Rangers post. We'll have words with him later. Here comes Mikey Donald trying very hard over on the far side, but he's marked down there. Forward again, United get the ball down the left hand side, inside Mikey Donald taken away from his foot, just flicked away across the front of the Stirlingshire's penalty area and picked up by their number 8 Stephen Brisbane. He plays it forward but far too long and it just goes through, but there's a hand put up there by Max Wright, the centre forward. I think it might actually have been David McKenna, because he sees that they're catching Ayr out with that one regularly. Murphy down the left-hand side. Oh, he's fouled late there by McKenna. There was absolutely no need for that one. And to be quite honest, the ball from Murphy had gone straight through to an East Stirling man if they'd just left it.
Yeah.
You're too busy, right?
I know.
Today, David, I know you're too, Joe. Got to be on the ball. Your fans are listening in.
And I'm needing to go out for a wee wee.
Ah, yeah, right, okay. Hear that noise in the background is not.
I know, it's no help.
It's the sound of your trousers.
That rain's no help at all.
Free kick to United on the halfway line, down the far left-hand side, played forward, Donnelly knocks it on, gets into the penalty area, keeper's out quite comfortably, takes it. He's a big man mountain of a keeper as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's Richie Barnard, and he's got a good kick on him as well, plays it out to the far side here, spins off the grass out for a throw into United, thank goodness for that. I have to say he's got a good kick out on him again.
Ayr have hardly troubled them this first half, hasn't they?
Around 32 minutes gone here, Ayr down in defensive position, and they're trying to keep the ball in. They do pass it all the way back. That was Nicky Devlin all to the goalkeeper, trying to swap across. Sure. Murphy got it, poor ball out to Murphy, so he has to play it back to the keeper, who boots it right along the park. Mikey Donald gets up there, he goes down really badly. it's not been given as a free kick, but he is in agony. He went down, twisted badly.
Yep.
I'm not sure if it's his back or his shoulder, and he's kicking the
he's
ground
in a bit of
pain.
distress.
He is in pain there. I'm really quite concerned about that as well.
What dog's
He's now up. All of a sudden, he's just got up. He looked as if he was really toiling there.
He is. He's still limping
quite
badly.
Heavily.
You know, Mike. Oh, and he's just come back from a leg injury as well. I hope he's not in. You know.
He's went up. He's went up for that header off of one leg, so his body's angled slightly, and then with the impact of the ball connecting with his head, it's kind of knocked him right off balance, and he's landed really awkwardly there. And he's took a heavy knock.
It's funny though that he's ended up having to kick it back to the keeper because they did the bounce ball there, but really he struggled to even do that.
I know. I think it's his hip or his back. He's holding one side there.
Yeah, he twisted really
badly. I think he's struggling.
Got to give him a chance to.
McGill's out warming up already.
I could see McGill coming on. He's dragging that leg badly. I think this last he's down.
No, he's down.
He's not going to manage to continue
as
far as I'm concerned. His legs straight out. He's in a lot of pain. He's in a lot of pain. He's holding his head as well. This is not like Mikey. Mikey's not like that at all. I think he's got himself a real sore one. Yes, it does seem quite bad there, lying down at the halfway line there. And I think I can't. I'm maybe saying this too soon because you know what miracle sponges are like. Stick a cold sponge down your front, you're up on your feet very quickly.
I was surprised. I mean, he really looked a bit distressed when he was lying injured, and he got up too quick there for me. And then, as you saw, the game restarted, and then it only lasted a few seconds before he went back down on the surface.
I think we've decided that that's it because McGill's fully stripped there, ready to go. Mikey Donald there really looks sore. I think this is just going to be a take him off. He's struggling down there. Just the base of his
spine. Where's the stretcher?
There really should be a stretcher for something like that as well, and there's nothing as far as I can see at this moment being called. But that looks an extremely sore one. Right, David, summary of the game so far since you're writing away there to my left hand side.
Well,
you knew you could write.
Yeah, I've just learned.
That's good.
Well, they started off quite brightly. I thought they had the bulk of the possession. They were playing a lot of the game in East Stirling's half, but all of a sudden East Stirling had a couple of decent wee attacks. They struck, they fizzed a free kick for about 30 odd yards for the Greenhills, I think, in about the 15th minute. Whizzed it by the post. Then McGregor had a great shot after an air defensive blunder, nearly caused us a goal, and he stung the palms of David Hutton at that point, at 15 minutes, and you could just see Stirling growing in confidence from that point on.
Well, Mikey Donald's wanting to come back on the far side there. Mikey Donald's wanting to come back on. We'll see what's happening. He's doing stretches at the moment as he's Stirling break down that left-hand side, spray the ball over to this side. Picked up now by Nathan Shepherd. Lovely ball forward, but it's intercepted by Gilmer. But Shepherd's back on the ball, centre midfield, plays it forward. It gets through to the edge of the penalty area. Murphy gets in, puts it forward. Donnelly tries to win it. Gets on the halfway line for Ayr United. Turns, looking forward for someone else. And there's Forrest ahead of him. He gets it to him. He's got 5 men around him, but he finds the overlap there by Nicky Devlin.
Great ball. That's a great ball.
Just goes in front of JP McGovern, who was just coming in there, but he was about a yard short from where he was. He headers the ball forward there. Sorry, the ball's putted forward there, and it comes all the way through to the halfway line. And just as Murphy goes there, McKenna just shoves him in the back. So it's a free kick to United, just inside East Stirling half over there.
Yeah, great link up there, Nicky Devlin and Alan Forrest. Nicky Devlin overlapping down the right hand side. Alan Forrest playing the ball in, and he played an early ball low across that corridor of uncertainty between the penalty box and the 6-yard box, but nobody was for Ayr on the end of it, or even looking like going to be on the end of it. But that was a terrific counter-attack for Ayr.
Aaron struggling here as a counter-attack now by Stirling comes forward. At least they muck it up this time, play it back, but another ball over the top, and Ayr had got back enough to defend, and it goes all through to United's keeper, David Hunt. But I've got to say that was a very poor free kick in by United. It didn't even reach the edge of the penalty area. Martin Campbell and another two were up forward for that, and that could have been dangerous. Never gave them a chance, as again a kick out there is ignored by United, picked up again by the impressive Nathan Shepherd. Plays it out to this left-hand side, picked up now by the number 9 Max Wright along the halfway line, forced back to the number 4 there, Connor Green, forward into the half again. It's Shepherd. He wins it back to Wright all the way back to his own keeper. right in the centre of the goals, booted masterfully over to the far side, and United, and it's McKinley headers it towards the halfway line, getting nowhere. They are forward again. Donnelly just inside the Stirling half, plays it across, goes forward again, misses out all the players, and it gets picked up by the number 8 for East Stirlingshire, Stephen Brisbane. Out to the right hand side, Lloyd Kinnaird picks up the ball for East Stirling, but he plays it back. They're happy, they're content, they're not being put up to too much pressure, but that was a poor ball forward by East Stirling. United intercept and play it forward. Again, we have got, it looks like we may be getting that substitution anyway, because the Strit's back off again. McGill's
he looks like he's ready to come
like
on.
He's coming on, but Ayr still on the ball just now, coming forward through their own half, and well done by United, holding on to it. Scotty McLaughlin playing quite deep there at the moment, gets it back to Murphy. He dribbles up the halfway line, past the players. He's coming forward, he's frustrated with their players, and a lovely attempted pass, but now he's caught well out of position. And
Scotty McLaughlin's coming.
And it's, well done with Scotty McLaughlin.
Substitution
there, and this is the substitution happening.
39 minutes.
Mikey Donald, and coming off, Wee McGill. I wonder if he's just a little spark we could do with. It's one of these good opportunities with 39 minutes gone on the clock. It remains East Stirlingshire 0, United 0. It's not a great performance.
No, is it? Persist now.
Yeah, the noise you can hear in the background isn't Callum Campbell's belly. It is actually the rain.
What's that? There's no need for that, is there, Callum? You're just minding your own business, doing a wee bit of commentating on the side.
I know.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Do you know the size 10. That's where that sound's coming from, because he's a big drip.
Ooh.
East Stirling now get the ball in their own midfield. Ball passed back to their own goalkeeper here, Barnard. East Stirling looks up, and again another rocket shot of a pass forward. Devlin gets the headers up the halfway line, but it's picked up again. East Stirling forward. Devlin intercepts, gets it for United, and there's McGill. Stun tackles in there by the
himself.
I thought he got the ball.
He still went in with the studs, but he caught himself and injured himself there. The number 9, that was Max Wright, and straight under the ankles of United's Peter McGill. Pedro.
I kept it in.
Devlin wins it on the line there, gets it, plays it across into the middle, and it gets now to Gilmore. Gilmore trying to run forward. And again, the pass forward gets to near player, but they're tucked down, marked very, very quickly by East Stirlingshire.
That's what Ayr don't do, though. Ayr don't do that.
Lloyd Kinnaird for East Stirling lifts the ball down the line, tries to get there, but oh my goodness, Peter Murphy got in there.
He's onside. He's onside.
Over the top, and it comes over the shoulder of Donnelly, but he's unable to control it. Takes off his shin and passes it back to the goalkeeper. Good strong pass though.
Yeah.
Put it over the halfway line into his half. Campbell gets it, headers it away, but again it's an East Stirling player that picks it up. Shepherd on the ball now, forward. Ayr intercepted. Back now to Gilmore. Gilmore forward to Donnelly. He loses the ball, but gets it back. Gets it to JP McGovern. McGovern wanting a man to run down the right side. It's a lovely little chip down there, but back comes Shepherd again to mark, and he clears it forward. Still in the last 15 yards of the pitch, near their own goal, and it's taken away. Beautiful play there by East Stirling down this left-hand side. Quick pass back to Max Wright, who plays it forward at this moment over to the far side. Great solid header by Ayr United's Kevin McKinley. Knocks it forward into the East Stirling half, but again, no Ayr United player where the ball's dropping, and East Stirling pick it up easily. Interception now by Scotty McLaughlin.
Have a chance? Oh, is he off? Yeah, I think just a fraction.
The ref is definitely offside.
Linesman spotted it straight away when he was
offside.
Notice the linesman's about 2 feet into the playing surface. I mean, he's got a lovely bit to run on. Why does he need to do that? Goodness sake, man.
That shows you how bad the game is when you're commentating in the linesman.
I was actually thinking who needs the refereeing and assistant.
You're still going on about that?
Yeah, it's very nice. United. Oh, McKinley just passed the ball straight to a Shire player, and now again it's Shire breaking down the right hand side. Lovely overlap there, the ball out to the corner flag. Number 8 on the ball now just now. Stephen Brisbane cuts back, looking for someone else, plays outside. Lucky for United, it's been taken away there up to the halfway line, but again here United lose it. Forward again to East Stirling, but here this time mug the ball. It's forward to Gilmore. He's on his own. He's in the centre. He's got McGill to this side. He's got it through to him, but he was taken out late as well. And that is knocked here flat because they didn't have a second player to get to him. Ball into a penalty area. A lovely ball back, sliding tackle that takes the ball away. And that looks like Gilmore's injured now. He's struggling to get back up after that off the ball tackle there. And he is struggling. As he's Stirling coming up to the halfway line, number 7 on the ball, David Greenhill on this left-hand side of the pitch, chips it forward, knocked away by Campbell, back now and picked up by Nathan Shepherd. Ball spread all the way across to the far side to Kinnaird by Stirling. Lovely ball forward to the edge of the penalty area, one touch on, which unfortunately goes out of play. I would expect a booking that should be coming here, but is he going to get it for that off-the-ball tackle? Yes, he is. It's the number 4 for that tackle off the ball there. Connor Green has been booked after 43 minutes for that tackle there. He did well for his team because that was the only pass that was really on for McGill if he decided to play it back, and he just took him out so he couldn't get in there.
Good straight through there would have been 1-0 up.
It was a interesting one there. And I think the referee was left with no other decision to make. They're on the ball. McKinley back into his own penalty area. Forward, they're flicking it on. 1-2's by United down the far side and an attempt to play it long, but Forrest had stopped his run after a good bit. 1-2's just inside his own half with Donnelly. Donnelly turned to play it on for the continued run, but Forrest, who's now playing out there far on the left, actually stopped his run and the ball just went out.
Yeah.
He's Stirling now.
It's the same old story for you. And if you look at last week and this week, they just don't seem to have anything to link up.
Scott McLaughlin breaking through, he gets out to the right hand side, ball straight across the middle. It's a lovely ball, it's taken right off
defenders there, wasn't it?
Great defending slide in there, takes away from JP McGovern, who was rushing into the 6-yard box. Best attack though from here for some.
Yeah, picking up a loose ball midfield and getting right into the heart of the. He's still there, and a nicely slip ball to McGill, who had an early ball into the box causing danger, but unfortunately for Ayr, the centre halves were aware of that and managed to clear it before an Ayr player could get on the end of that wee low cross.
Throw in now to Stirling down at the corner flag to the right hand side here in the main stand
45 minutes.
45 minutes up. And David Kenny gets nervous for his national broadcasting things that have got to happen in a few seconds. He's Stirling putting the ball to the halfway line. Headed straight back by Murphy. Here, McGovern flicks it inside. He finds Scotty McLaughlin across there. Back now for United near the halfway line. Gilmore forward again to McGovern. Lovely ball out to the right hand side. Chip ball in to the back post. Oh, it just goes over the head. The long chip there by Nicky Devlin. Just over the head of the in rushing Kevin McKinley. That was looking a wee bit better there, that kind of passing football that they were doing there.
Possibly Ayr starting to come into it as the game's drawn to a close at half time here. Game's starting to stretch a wee bit. Maybe he's still getting a wee bit tired now.
Scotty McLaughlin now 35 yards out, runs forward, tries to take the return, but goes to McGovern. McGovern takes a shot, it bounces off the player, it's going out to the far left hand side. Can Ayr get to it? It's let go out for the corner there. I would have thought that it might have been a better idea there for it to be taken by Forrest. He takes a short one inside to McGovern. McGovern's tackled down again. It's a corner to United again. Good bit of thinking there by United trying to take the short one.
Yeah, definitely. I think these Stirling players are just starting looking for half time now. I think they want to get in here with a clean sheet.
Lovely ball in. Campbell goes for it over the top of his head, but round at the back is Murphy, and that's the half-time whistle gone. And at half-time, it is Ayr United 0, East Stirling 0. Again, a bit of not the greatest of games for United fans, but at least we're not behind this time.
Yeah, so it's a disappointing first half. Yeah, you're just telling the fans what the score is in case anybody's falling asleep.
And if tell us if we can see as the players coming off the pitch just now. And,
dark, but
and we can see that they're having a bit. Marco's come across the players and having a bit of a chat with them there as well as the teams go off the pitch just now. You can probably see in the distance, and I hope the travelling Ayr United fans over there. Again, Ayr are very lucky to have a really stalwart group of fans that are over there on the big Ayr United flag. I don't know if you can see that from our camera angle just now, but you may see David Kennedy leaving us because he's Billy Big Time now, as he has to do his report. And I'm noticing in front of us, I think I can see over there, I think I can see a voice of reason type person. Can I see a voice of reason person there? I think we should be passing over that headset that's down there, and I think we should be talking
we'll go to the adverts and we'll come back with the voice of reason.
I think we need to have a little word with them. The company's needs.
This is AUmedia Media. At Ayrshire Medical Services, our trained professionals draw together over 20 years of experience within the occupational health sector to offer an affordable, on-site healthcare package to meet your company's needs. Statistics show that promoting health surveillance brings tangible benefits to the workplace, improving morale and reducing absence. Ayrshire Medical Services provides a full range of health programmes, with our on-site service minimising the loss of productivity. Contact Ayrshire Medical Services by phone on 01292 262 770, email info@ayrshiremedical.co.uk, or visit us at 4 Wellington Square, Ayrshire, KA7 1EN. Ayrshire Medical Services operates with complete transparency and offers a 24-hour, 7-day-per-week service throughout the UK.
Looking to improve your business image? Then a picture speaks 1,000 words. Black Ice Images is an experienced team of corporate photographers specialising in event photography, staff portraits, creating photographs for adverts, brochures, prospectuses, websites, press materials and other promotional activities. Call Black Ice Images on 078 868 62583 to discuss how we can help you promote your business.
Black Ice Images. Visit the Ayr United Club shop for all your replica kit and official merchandise. Situated in the main car park at Somerset Park, we are open Monday to Friday, 12 midday till 5 p.m. and from 10 a.m. on home match days. Telephone 01292 263 435, extension 5. Can't get to the shop? Then don't forget to visit our online store at airunitedfc.co.uk /shop/ for hundreds of Ayr United gift ideas. Takwa Solutions is a new Ayrshire-based company providing training, assessment and quality assurance for businesses of all sizes across the UK. Contact Takwa Solutions on 07450 261 940. That's 07450 261 940. Takwa Solutions.
Join the Ayr United 5-Star Lottery today. Your chance to win up to £1,000 every week and save money in over 40 local businesses, including the Ayr United Club shop, all for just £1 per week. You can join online at www.airunitedlotto.co.uk in the club shop, or contact us on 01292 63 435 option 1 for details of your nearest agent. That's online at www.airunitedlotto.co.uk in the club shop, or contact us on 01292 263 435 option 1 for details of your nearest agent. Don't delay. Join today.
AUmedia. Ayr United. The halftime show is brought to you by Takwa Solutions. Training, assessment and quality assurance for businesses across the UK.
Good afternoon and welcome back here at halftime. We've got the one, the only voice of reason joining us today. You are live, do not swear. And you are on camera as well. Good afternoon, Stuart. How you doing?
How we doing, lads?
All right.
Good to see you here at the game today, sitting up with us. It must be really difficult. Not everyone knows. For you are a dedicated Ayr United fan, and then you are a journalist as well. It must be hard coming into a game and then having to make your points into the press. And some of the ones you've made have been quite hard-hitting at times as well. I got to say, Mrs. Doubtfire forgot to put the speaker up.
Oh, that's helpful. Yeah, I mean, it's hard watching this, unfold in front of your eyes, and then trying to be easy on someone like Mark Roberts in print, like you say. I mean, it's by any stretch of the imagination, this has not been comfortable to watch in the first 45 minutes. I think you try to find positives in what we've seen, and it's not been easy. I like Mark Roberts as a manager. I think he tries to play football in the right way. I think he's a guy that treats players in the right way, and I think if given the chance, United could progress under him. But at the end of the day, he's now had 2 years in charge at United, and the fans are understandably, wanting to see some progress, and that's obviously something that has to be reflected in newspaper coverage and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, listen, you look at the away end up there, and there's quite a lot of fans who've travelled up today, and they're expecting to see, progress. And I think now is the important season for Mark Roberts. And they watched a performance like that in the first half, and they're obviously not seeing much against the East Stirling side. Sorry, it lost 7-1 last week, so it's difficult for them. But I mean, hopefully we'll get a lot more in that second half to come.
We have heard in the preamble, David was telling us all about the fact that East Stirling last week were no pushovers. Sounds terrible at 7-1, but performance from an A United team.
You do. I mean, if you look at that first 11 that A United have got out today, it doesn't matter who they're playing. They should be capable of performing. And I would think East Stirling, by any stretch of the imagination, have been the better team.
Mm-hmm.
And what we've witnessed so far, which is bitterly disappointing. I mean, what strikes me is that A United don't really have a discernible shape about them at the moment. There's situations where the ball is crying to go out wide, and there's just no one there. Mikey Donald's gone off, injured, which is obviously a major blow. And that's something that the United really can't do without, because Mikey Donald's one of the main thrusts going forward. And at the moment, you just don't see where Ayer's goals are coming from, and that's what struck me last week at Clyde. We could have played all game and not scored, and it looks like the same again today. So I just wonder where Mark Roberts is going to find that breakthrough.
Now we've seen the fact that Mark's talking about he's trying to play a different type of football this year because we don't have the players that we normally have and all that kind of stuff. But the formation's not working.
No, it's not. No, like I say, the ball's crying to go out wide on a number of occasions, and it's not doing that. The play's very narrow. Ryan Donnelly looks very, very isolated up front. To me, John Paul McGovern looks like the best player on the pitch, and I've said in my column in recent weeks he's one of the best players that United have had in recent years, but he's not being played to the best of his ability. I think he should be in the middle of the park dominating games, but at the moment he's drifting in between the front line and the midfield, and he looks very lost as well. And I just think Ayr could be doing a lot more with the quality at their disposal at the moment. And it is disappointing, because although this East Stirling side may have played well for 70 minutes or whatever it was last week, we should be, maybe not brushing them aside, but we should be, comfortably better than them. And the fact that they have been the better side in this first half doesn't bode well for what's to come. And you would think if East Stirling can be the better side against us in this half, you would fear what Morton are going to do to us next week.
Do you have some sympathy for Marco in terms of budgetary things? I mean, it's not the greatest budget that you can actually have.
To be fair, I hear a lot about budget, and Mark labours this point a lot, but I know for a fact he's got a lot more of a budget than Stranraer, for example, who performed better than us last season. They finished above us in the league. They beat Dumbarton last week in the Ramsden's Cup, or the Petrofac Cup, whatever it's called now. So, I'm not too sympathetic in terms of that budget argument. I think Mark Roberts uses that argument a lot. Sure, he's not got the biggest amount of money to play with, but at the same time, there are other sides in this league who don't have a lot of money either, and they make a lot with what they've got. So I think you look at this United side and you see players like John Paul McGovern, you see the likes of Peter Murphy, players who would walk into any other side in this league, and we really should be using them to the best of our ability, and should be sweeping sides like East Stirling aside. So I want to see a lot more in this second half, and you know, at the end of the day, if we win 1-0, great, you know, we go through, but you want to be seeing a better performance.
Are you saying it's a bit of a must-win for our team?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because you know, at the end of the day, if they go out here, that's 2 defeats to third League Two sides before you even started the league season, and how ridiculous would it be to be starting the league season with a manager under pressure? So you know, it is a big 45 minutes for Mark Roberts, because he now faces the prospect of, like I say, going out to 2 League Two sides and you know, having the fans, you know, dead against him before he's even kicked a league ball. So it's a massive 45 minutes.
There's not much you can do in terms of changing the play just now. We've lost maybe the shock input of bringing on Peter McGill because due to injury there. It was a nasty looking fall for Michael Donald there, and he did seem to be in a great deal of pain. But we are quite thin in terms of a squad at the moment. He says he's got money for a few more players coming in. Where would you see the need for strengthening?
Well, up front is the area that's screaming out, isn't it? Ryan Donnelly looks very, very isolated. Michael Moffat's a very difficult player to replace, obviously, and you're not going to replace that amount of goals overnight. But you look at the system we're playing at the moment, and Ryan Donnelly is no one's feeding into him. He looks like a very, very lone figure up front, so I think we need someone to play alongside him. So a striker is obviously what needs to be brought in immediately. There's talk of Kevin Rutkovic coming in at the back as a sort of third defender. So that's obviously another important figure. I'd like to see another wide man. You know, I think there's a lot of pressure on young Forrest, which for a 17-year-old or whatever he is just is unfortunate, because the boy's still at school, and as good a player as he is, you can't put the importance of a whole team on a schoolboy.
Of a schoolboy.
Absolutely not. So you know, he's got exams at the end of the day. You know, he's got other things in his life going on. So you know, and you can tell that already. You know, there's when the ball bounces off him or whatever, it's almost like end of move, you know, the team breaks down. And I think last season a lot of play was going through Forest, whereas already, you know, in the 2 games I've seen this season, when things go through Forest and it breaks down, the whole team breaks down. So there's this over-reliance on Forest, I think, which is unhealthy. So I think we need another wide player in, possibly. And I know Mark Roberts has actually been looking at wide players, so I think that's something we might see develop. But you know, we certainly need some sort of creativity.
Midfield doesn't seem to be operating well this year, and I'm a bit surprised by the fact that we've got really good midfielders in there. I mean, you can't say anything about Brian Gilmer the way he played last year. I mean, you get Scott McLaughlin, but they seem to be detached from the forward line. They don't seem to be as comfortable in the roles that they're playing. I feel that especially at the moment for Brian Gilmer.
Yeah, I mean, Brian Gilmer's one of these players that I think if you've got someone alongside him doing maybe the dirty work, you know, he can then spray about the passes, look good. But yeah, especially like Clyde last week, him and McLaughlin looked very, very detached. And again today, you know, they've not really put their stamp on the game, so you would look in the second half for them to take control here, because you would hope that East Stirling will tire the longer the game goes on, and you know, they are shooting towards their own fans in the second half. You would think should begin to take control. But you know, I've actually been quite impressed by East Stirling, because they've sprayed it around very well. Their midfields look good. Their fullbacks have got up well to overlap, and they've looked very creative. So
score prediction?
Do you really want it?
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, East Stirling have looked the better side. So of the 2 teams, you know, they look the likelier to score. But I've got to wear my heart on my sleeve and hope that they'll nick one.
Thanks very much, Stuart, the voice of reason himself.
Brought
Great
to you
to
in
have
association with Ayrshire Medical Services. This is AUmedia and Matchday Live.
Yeah, we're back now for the second half. Very big thank you there to Stuart for a very frank and open half time. Yeah, Callum's just getting himself back into view. So we're back. No, come on, Callum. Yes, you are pretty. Better turn your microphone up.
Yeah, it would be nice to hear that as Ayr get ready to start the second half, and that comes flying in at me. David Kennedy's not back yet. He's wandered away because he was busting for the toilet. It's quite the honest thing. As Ayr United get ready to defend to right-hand side now, Ayr United And there's the kick-off just now. East Stirling taking the ball straight away back there to Shepherd, the left-back position. Plays it across to this right-hand side here, straight away in, and Marky McGill gets the ball. He's switched over to the left-hand side now. For a while there, we had. We actually had Forrest on the left-hand side and McGill on the right, but they switched over in this half. McGill over here. Here won the ball on the halfway line, play it forward. Again, it's a poor one from Gilmer, picked up here by East Stirling, but won back by Scotty McLaughlin, flicks it down the wing. And here trying to push down that left-hand side with Donnelly, using his presence, gets the ball. He seemed to be taken out there. Yes, it's a free kick to United, right down the corner flag, far left-hand side. It was a lovely little ball flicked forward towards him by Scotty McLaughlin. And United on the attack just now.
Welcome back.
Forward to put it there, and David Kennedy's back
Mr.
with
Kennedy.
us just now.
Hi.
Ladder feeling better.
Oh,
United
feel
about to
lighter.
put the ball into the middle. Goes deep. It's right over the top again. That's 2 or 3 we've tried with that. And it just seems we're not getting it. And you can hear the rain. It's absolutely pummeling down just now. Not so bad for you now, listening to that as well.
Bit of a change in pressure.
Absolutely.
I missed him.
Nothing at all.
No.
Nothing at all.
No substitutes at half time, I take it. The only one was just before half time there. Peter McGill coming on in place of Mikey Donald after he took a nasty fall. But at the minute it looks like.
Oh, he's still in now to kick the ball long, comes down this side of the park. McKinley goes in. He was pulled back, hand over the shoulder. Hand over the shoulder there by the number 10, David McKenna, pulled him back just as he was about to play the ball. I think the linesman got it right.
He's playing for a wee bit there, but you're probably right, Callum. Can't believe it's August and I've got gloves on.
What an excellent half-time guest we had there today with Stuart, the voice of reason. Says it as it is. No handy back. Excellent look at the way the Ayr are playing just now. Much agreed with you in the ways of things. Worried about how the game will go, and just a very good interview. I think it's one that very informative, very helpful. I think we'll get him back on. United now breaking down the far side there. It's McGovern, chips the ball into penalty area, comes back out. He gets to the far right hand side. He's mobbed down by 3 players. He gets it back. Shot by United just past the post there. And that was a left footed shot by Murphy, who got the ball about 20 yards out there. Took it on his left foot and just took a blast. Excellent one there. It's getting a wee bit worrying when it's your centre half as your main man taking the shots.
Yeah, great shot though, and just a wee bit. Wee bit wide, but it's nice to see everybody trying to get in the act up there.
It certainly was. I think there's a bit of frustration about United though. They really need to do something as McGill cuts out the ball there and it goes out for a throw in to East Stirlingshire on the halfway line.
When Peter McGill first came on, they put him down the right hand side.
Yeah, I was mentioning that.
They've switched it back. He's on the left, and Forrest is back on the right hand side.
Forrest is actually playing inside at the moment. He's very narrow, and he plays it forward as a poor one.
Wide.
And his pass is so bad it takes out Nicky Devlin at the back, and Forrest having to come back to the right back slot to make amends for that. It clears it to the halfway line, but it's intercepted again by East Stirlingshire. They've got it. Ball straight into Nicky Devlin. He controls it though by what I can only call his groinal area, and plays out to the right hand side now, and Donnelly sets the ball up. It's a beautiful ball to the back, but the keeper clutches it well.
Good hands.
Excellent strong hands from the goalkeeper there.
Good cross.
There's an interesting moment here running in front of us. Kitman Alan Kerr there he goes. Look at him, he's going at speed.
He's nearly as bold as you.
Oh, he's worse than me, come on. And he's younger.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, important announcement. There's 2 cars that need to be moved immediately.
Probably one of ours.
They'll be towed away. The first registration plate is BK62.
It's not mine.
No.
Forward United break, get the ball on the halfway line. JP McGovern, he's running at speed through the middle. He's got 2 men with him, wide to the right hand side. There's Donnelly. He's waiting for someone to come up. He cuts across the front. Shot! Yes! It's a stormer from the edge of the penalty area. United go 1-up in the opening minutes of the second half. It was lovely. Donnelly coming through. First it was JP McGovern coming through at speed through the middle. He pulls 2 players to him, plays out to left hand side. Donnelly cuts it inside, left foot curling shot into the net. 1-0 United.
Absolutely superb.
And that is
No.
his first shot on target as well for the whole match.
Again, it's what we were saying about John Paul McGovern. His best position is coming for deep, attacking the defence, not sitting with his back to goal. And you saw him there. He picked up the ball, immediately burst through from the midfield area, drew the defenders towards him, and slipped a great wee pass to the right-hand side to Ryan Donnelly. Ryan Donnelly took one touch, cut inside, and called a superb left-footed shot over the despairing arm of keeper Barnard. Fantastic goal. That was an excellent one. Worth watching in the highlights.
Yeah, I hope we've got it.
We've got 3 cameras at the moment, so
they're not all pointing in the same direction. That's it. But anyway, Ayr United now breaking halfway line. Donnelly, lovely ball forward, gives McGill the chance. He's down the left hand side. He's into the penalty area, forced outside. Good defending. He tries to flick it past the defender. He steps over it. The defender's there blocking him, but he's going one way or the other. He flicks in towards the keeper. The keeper punches it away, and it's coming in now. JP McGovern shot from distance, and it's stopped by the defenders. And now here comes Stirling on a quick break attack, but United get it. Murphy flicks out to the left hand side. McKinley back to Murphy in the middle, and you can hear their fans are a bit happier now. I'm sure that was Bill McWilliams' voice I could hear there. Yeah, United now on the halfway line. Again, there's McGovern playing back deep midfield now. It's a better position for him. 1-2 out to the right hand side. Plays it down the line into space. Donnelly going for it, but the defender there, the number 4, gets it first and gets it back to his keeper, and who puts it right up to the halfway line, trying to get it away very quickly. And it's a lovely retouch inside. And then another quick ball to the left hand side to Max Wright. Max Wright, the centre forward, brings it inside. Number 7 on the ball now, David Greenhill. Greenhill down that far left hand side there. He's still like playing pushy. Max Wright pushes. Yeah, free kick there. He pushes right there, just pushed the referee out the way, got it, and then pulled Murphy's jumper up over his head, basically. But I've got to say, less of a man Murphy for me now that I realise he's wearing an undershirt as well. What a modern footballer's got to.
Wimps.
You tell me we're wearing nail varnish next.
We will be.
And bright coloured boots as well. What's going on? Those old-fashioned centre halves with no teeth and black eyes and elbows. Yeah. You'd like to get back to those days, Carl.
It was much more exciting. Anyway, Stirling now breaking forward, 3 against 3 at the back, and they'll get an extra man now coming round. They're cutting across the middle, trying to get in the box. Wrong decision there, but the ball still comes back out. East Stirling moving forward through the centre. Lovely 1-2. He's through. Got a great shot there, but Murphy casually blocks it. He's still pick up at the halfway line, trying to get it wide, but now McKinley intercepts on the left hand side. Forward now to McGill. He plays it forward and he's caught.
Late challenge.
I mean, he was caught so late by the number 8 there, Stephen Brisbane, that he was caught on Christmas Day next year.
How can I be late if it's next year?
Aye,
it's early.
That'd be very late.
That's it. It's early.
No, but when he gets some, it's
no, you made that.
Oh no,
did you? I made a mistake.
Yellow card to the legend.
I got there as early as I could.
It's a battle of intellect.
You were still wrong.
I wasn't.
You were. You know you were.
No.
Next year.
Next Christmas.
I'm going to.
Next Christmas. That's what I said.
Getting there.
Next Christmas.
That's early.
No, but you get.
All right, girls.
Christmas. I had one move since we started our argument, but we'll start later.
Oh,
pick it up in the highlights. How many other jobs you got me in for the day?
I don't know. Wish paper job later.
Oh.
Ball for right into the halfway line, picked up by Stirling. Lovely first touch pass out wide now. And he's Stirling move forward. There
you go. That sums up the game perfectly.
Picking up the ball. Here back there, Gilmore trying to win it. He puts it up over to the halfway line, but again it's just nudged back in here. Put out of play, throw in to Stirling. He's Stirling over there on the far side, and Alan Gray's trying to say something. I think we should bring him on a microphone in a minute. He's trying to mouth something to us. I'll let him speak to Ian in the moment.
Michael Moffat has just scored for the Dunfermline. If I picked up right.
McGovern was caught late on the shin by one of the Stirling players as he slid in there against the free kick. The referee did very well there. He tried to let the play go on, but
the referee's actually had a good game.
Oh no. I
think you're right, Ian. Because you hadn't noticed he's involved.
Excuse me. Are you looking up my sky? I'm looking for a pig flying because Ian said something nice about a referee. Murphy moves into the half, flicks into the penalty area. Defender gets it at the last moment here, trying to get it. McGill wins it. I think he got surprised because He won the header, but now the ball's come back out and he's still in breaking at speed over the halfway line. Oh, I don't think that was a free kick
I don't think there was
that
much
time.
in that either.
And it's been given as a free kick to Stirling on the halfway line there against Nicky Devlin. And it's right in the centre of the ground over there. As he's Stirling looking to put players forward, they are really pushing it forward now. They look to go as if at times they're going to 3 at the back, pushing Shepherd on the far side really far forward. They've got a line of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players near the edge of the penalty area. Murphy headers it away, McGill further on, but it's picked up again. McGill gets in there, gets the ball, he's going wide left, he's pushing at speed, but he's being marked down by the number 6. It goes past him, and he's taken very, very late. That's another booking this time. Yeah. Number 6 there, Graham McGregor takes a booking. He's totally outpaced by McGill down the left-hand side. Free kick to here, 20 yards inside the half.
Who's that, McGregor, number 6?
That's a sign of a little bit of frustration there coming up, but again, taking one for the team as McGill had broken them right down. McGill's limping, unfortunately, at the moment. It was a very late tackle.
Yeah. Davey writing stuff down again?
Yeah, he's just not joining in. He's not one of the team anymore, is he? This is for his other job. This
is for you keep setting me up.
National importance he's got now. Davey Digital.
This is Ian, give me this sheet.
Ball in by Gilmer for the free kick, gets right through. Up there for the header was Murphy, but it's the edge of the penalty area. The ball just drags past the post, and the keeper just watches it going out. Free goal kick now to East Stirling.
Yeah, feeling a bit better with a goal to the good at the minute.
It's a nice feeling to be there, and it was also a very good goal once you get to see it. It's an excellent strike of the ball. Yeah. Murphy in his own half headers the ball back. Donnelly well beaten in the air there, and he's still bringing the ball down as it comes forward, and I'm now moving forward down this right hand side out to the number 11, Billy Vidler. Vidler gets the ball, plays it, tries to go round, but a very good tackle there by United's Kevin McKinley, puts out, but it's a corner, and the rain is just torrential. It's just absolutely torrential out there.
Torrential and relentless.
I think that's the words that we are looking for. Stair rods.
Okay, now have we got
hold on, corner just about to come in here. We'll go for that after the corner.
It's all about timing, Ian, remember
that. Corner coming from this side of the park, looking up. It's really packed in there. It's a good one to the back, but up gets McKinley headers it away. I don't know what's happened there. There's going to be a
red card.
It's a red card.
Red card. What's that
off
for?
The ball there. I think something happened off the ball. The number 10, Kinnear, did something off the ball. Never quite picked up. We should have it on video for you. We'll be able to look at that. Not sure what it was, but he's been sent off for something off the ball when that corner came in. And he's run down at speed to get off the park. I think he knows exactly
who was that.
He never argued there. Number 10, David
he must
McKenna.
realise that. He must have flung out a punch or something or an elbow.
We have no clue what it was because
the ball was coming away because
he never argued. And the referee was very calm about it. Just flag up and out, and he walked.
McKenna that was, yeah.
Yeah.
You say Kinnear, no?
McKenna. Here now, coming down the left-hand side, crossing the halfway line, into the centre now. Scott McLaughlin plays it right across the centre line. Forward again by here. Quick touch, 1-2, and it's released. It's released Forrest. He's coming into the penalty area at an angle. He's come in. He's right in. He's taking a shot. The keeper gets down. It's a brilliant save by the keeper. Looked like a goal there. Absolutely excellent play by United. We obviously play better against 10 men.
Barnard there again. Oh,
there, the camera's going. It fainted. It fainted there. Camera there, and our extra cameraman, the wonderful Mr. Gray, pushes it back up there. It's known as Shades by us all here. Shades of Grey. Ball up into his half. Campbell controls it well. Plays it long forward. Nearly knocked on, but again intercepted by Stirling. Header tennis up to the halfway line, and a lovely header forward into the half by Stirling. And there was Gilmer there to get it and back to the keeper. Again, United. Murphy on the ball now, looking for someone in front of him. Plays it forward. Scott McLaughlin. First touch out to the right-hand side, and then he finds Campbell. Campbell moves up towards the halfway line. He's still going forward with the ball. Back from McKenna. Now it's here in the ball again. It's Campbell. Lovely through pass to the middle to Gilmer. Flicks it back to the halfway line. Murphy. First time pass. Beautiful one to the left-hand side there to Kevin McKinley. Tries to get the ball in, but it bounces about a bit. And he's still in to pick up. Brisbane now plays it forward, but then comes McKenna. Gets the ball. Sorry, it's Devlin. Gets the ball. Plays it back. Here trying to move forward. Out to the left-hand side again to McKinley, long,
Decent.
lovely ball in and
Who was that?
racing in at the back there. I think it was Devlin, Nicky
Devlin
Devlin coming in from
nowhere.
the back, takes a diving header at it and puts over the bar. Just maybe got to the ball too early, got underneath it slightly.
Yeah, great bit of confidence coming spreading through the air team at the minute. McKinley is in the last third area. He's just put his head up. It's a deep cross to the far post, and Nicky Devlin overlapping up there, getting past the defender, and it looked as if
Who crossed that?
Kevin McKinley. A good forceful header, but put it over the bar. But thought he might have done better there and got it on the target at least.
Ball goes out of
Good
play,
chance to go
halfway
for it.
line, throw into East Stirling. And nothing much happening. It's gone very flat again just now.
I think that goal and the sending off's knocked the wind out of East Spice sails a wee bit.
East Stirling.
I don't believe it. I'm putting in his trap. You've infected me.
That's another story. United.
Darren, face the front.
Yes, cousin Darren.
Nephew.
Nephew Darren. Oh, he looks older than that. He looks more of a
I'll be
man.
happy
More
with
of
that.
a man compared to you.
Oh,
Nephew.
nephew.
God, there you go. Anyway.
Just keep doing the stats, son. You're doing
He's a
great.
real man. Look at that compared to you. Right, anyway.
He's culling in the boxes. He's not actually taking the stats, is he?
No, he hasn't. Okay, Campbell at the halfway line flicks it forward, gets it forward to JP McGovern. He's on the ball looking for someone in the middle. It's a lovely ball through the middle, gets to Donnelly. Donnelly now tries to play out to the right hand side, and it's picked up again right into the penalty area. McGovern's going penalty tonight. I have got to say, I didn't think it was a penalty. I think it was a shoulder to shoulder there, but it's been given as a penalty for United.
Yeah, I actually thought he went down a wee bit. He was playing for it a wee bit. He was stretching. He's just managed to get the toe cut inside, and to me, I thought the defender just stood his ground. And
I thought it was a bit shoulder to shoulder, and I've got to be honest, I don't agree with you. I'm going down easily. I think it's what you actually said. He was on the stretch, so when the guy bounces into him,
I went down
he's
easily.
going to
he's going to get down any contact.
You're going to, I think it's the off the balance thing, and it's Scotty McLaughlin who is now stepping up just now, looking to take this. The keeper's bouncing about the line. Scotty McLaughlin puts it in the net, blasts it high, and he raises his arms to the United fans. And the fans are not just a little bit happy about that one there. And this is quite a turnaround in the way that United are playing. And I've got to say, it did start before the sending off, but the space has appeared since then. And as you said, just shortly before that move there does seem to be the heads down slightly for the start. Or as you said, East Fife.
Just the last 5 minutes, East Fife. East Stirling, so just seemed to the energy levels had dropped a wee bit. We're coming back into the game, getting a bit more possession, squeezing back into the last third there.
Well, here's a wee thing for you. Like Graham's just said, he should have been sent off because he was the last man.
Yeah, it's a very good point. He could have been seen as the last man.
It's hard
straight run
to
through.
see for here.
But I'm actually going to say it looked like there was space behind him and he was going straight through. But I have to say to you, if he had been sent off, it would have been a travesty.
I thought it'd been a bit harsh, given I would say there's another. I mean, he was touching the ball and he was going away for goal there, so I'm not convinced that's a last man challenge. See it again in the highlights.
See, I'm going to agree with a proper footballer.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, gosh, you sound more like your normal self. Take that voice off. Lovely ball in by Stirling, goes to the back, gets through, it's right into the centre again, penalty area, scramble it away to the halfway line. Donnelly flicks out to the right hand side and they are rushing down there and picking it up on the halfway line. And a lovely first time pass by Forrest takes it forward to JP McGovern, but a lovely sliding tackle that time by the number 6. Graham McGregor gets in there, puts out for a throw into United, take it very quickly back now to Nicky Devlin to the halfway line, and it's Campbell lifts the ball high in towards the keeper for no apparent reason, and there's no one in that area whatsoever, so it just goes straight through.
There's a bit more, how can we say, relief going round at the moment.
Certainly a more relaxed looking supporters and players and the coaching staff at the minute, and AUmedia staff.
I've got to say the pressure's been taken off there slightly. I noticed that Alan shades of grey down to my right hand side, cameraman.
Stop biting his nails.
He's just got a wee bit more casual there. He saw just sitting down.
He's biting somebody else's nails.
Yeah.
Who's it
It's good to see. Here down the left hand side now, played inside. Scott McLaughlin gets it. Scott McLaughlin on the ball here. back now into Scott McLaughlin again, back to the halfway line. He's just happy to run with it back inside, gives it back into a United half to Murphy. Murphy now to McLaughlin, back outside again to McKinley, back to McLaughlin. They're just taking their time, they're probing, they're looking to see what could happen, and it's very casual play by here now. McGovern now playing really deep, and it's really suiting him, and he plays forward, and there's Devlin through. He cuts back at the edge of the penalty area, back to, again, there he is, McGovern playing this deep roll, and he's spraying passes across McKinley, far side. He takes that shot.
Rush of blood there.
But you can see, this is what we wanted to see from JP, wasn't it?
You see now he's playing a more withdrawn role. He's playing kind of in line with the midfield with Scotty McLaughlin and that's where he's obviously revels in that position. That's where he's used to. And you can just see he's got inside there, he's put his head up and he's hit 40 yard pass, diagonal pass there to Kevin McKinley, giving him the option there to one touch, but I think he should have done better there, maybe put a ball into the box, but he's had a wee bit of rush of blood and he's went for the arsehole winder and stuck it in the crowd.
Well, I think Billy Vidler just gone off just now.
Number 11, yeah.
I'm trying to work out who's just come on the far side there. I'm not quite sure the number.
The numbers aren't exactly easy to read, are they?
No. So we'll get that one anyway. Number 13, we've been told, which is Paul McMullen, who's just come on.
What's that?
Oncoming number 13, Paul McMullen.
So good call there by a spotter man there. That's well offside there, but the linesman lets the player come through. But here back to Mark. Murphy's out with him. And that's Max Wright. Plays it across the middle, takes the return pass down out to the right hand side to the number 7. David Greenhill cuts inside, gets it. There's a lot of space opened up for Wright there. Here should have been tighter on that, but they get it away. Deflection away by Murphy. Played up forward to the halfway line by United. But there again is Nathan Shepherd. Shepherd on the ball. Here again, win it back. Playing it down the right hand side, but it's scuffs off the surface and away, and I think a second substitution is just about to happen as well. I'm not sure. Number 8 coming off, Stephen Brisbane, and we'll wait for Alan the spotter to give us the number. 12 coming on, who's Jay Doyle, another forward if I remember rightly when we looked through this before. So Doyle's on up front and he's going up matching against Martin Campbell at the moment. So Doyle's on.
12 Doyle, beat it.
Ball booted out by Stirling now, over to the far side. Booted back by Air, headed away by Stirling. Air play it forward, but a poor one there, and it just goes back through to the goalkeeper. So that's Brisbane off, as we said, and Jay Doyle on now, number 12. Stirling play the ball forward, intercepted easily though by McKenna. Gets the ball. Sorry, I said McKenna there again. That was McKinley that time forward. Muppets. Okay, as Stirling again pick up the ball in the midfield there. David Greenhill on the ball forward again to Max Wright. He turns forward again to the number 12 Jay Doyle out to the right hand side here. And again, comfortable play by Stirling, not maybe getting it quickly forward as they were in the first half, but good passing play.
It's a bit of a role reversal for the first half in it when he had the bulk of the possession, trying to press in the Stirling half, but
Stirling taking a very risky pass back there all the way to the keeper now, and they boot it up to the halfway line, but it's just hanging there and it's headed one forward by Air. Donnelly tries to flick it on, but the defender, the number 4 there, Connor Green, who I think it was the one who did the push in the penalty area for the penalty, gets it back to his keeper, played up to the halfway line. Devlin doesn't get it, but Campbell's there and he boots it out of play.
That was actually a good wee bit of play there by Devlin, and just as he kind of turned his body to shield the ball over the back of his shoulder so that Campbell could pick it up.
Ball thrown inside, right across the front of the penalty area, and Air trying to get it back there, but Lloyd Kinnaird gets it back to his keeper. Great pressure there put on him by McGill. Booted up to the halfway line. Stirling controlled though by Gilmer. He wins it. He's down to this left hand side. He's looking for someone down the line. He finds McGill. McGill tries to but Kinnaird just stands tough against him and pushes the ball forward to the number 12 Jay Doyle. Back into defence, flicked forward. It's a good ball, but Devlin gets there in the centre of midfield, picks it up, and he's charging forward over the halfway line. Very quick ball. What's good here is Air is doing things at speed. Back to Devlin into the box, chips it over the back, and it just gets all the way through. And I think it may be a goal kick there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just went all the way through as McGill came in at the back. Lovely piece of play there, and that was the pass out to the outside after he's charging around forward with Devlin. Linked up there by Alan Forrest, played it back into the penalty area. Lovely ball to the back post, and McGill was inches away from
Oh,
that.
yeah. He's so unlucky. It's all gone quiet.
And a bit like the game, innit? It's just kind of died a wee death at the minute.
Ball forward by United as it comes to them, headed forward, but it comes straight back here, trying to get it again. Devlin wins it again. Lovely we play out to the outside, but it's intercepted a pass there as Forrest tried to make, and it's a beautiful ball over the top, but he's still a bit great running. When McKinley gets it inside, gives it to Murphy for United, turns back towards his own goal, sees the space, and there behind him is the keeper waiting for it. Back to him, booted over the halfway line. High ball, Donnelly goes up, doesn't need to get it, comes back. Not forward by here again. A lovely play by Donnelly inside. Flicked back there. Beautiful play again by Ayr United. Forward again. It's picked up. This is really good stuff from Ayr United. Out to the right hand side by McGovern. He finds Forrest. Forrest waiting for someone there. He's got two players. He sees one behind. It's Devlin. Devlin sees the space. Plays it back. Lovely ball now back to Forrest. He's in the penalty area. He's gone himself, but he's forced outside this time. Plays it back. JP McGovern. Lovely ball in.
Chance.
Oh my goodness.
McGill.
This header there by McGill in the middle, and it goes all the way through here to the left hand side. McKinley on the ball. Down at the line. Tries to go to the line, throw in, it came back off his foot. I think that'll go to Stirling.
Patient build up for United there, eventually releasing the ball down the right hand side. Was it Devlin that whipped the ball, an early ball in after a layoff Forrest, and an opportunity for Peter McGill to get on the score sheet there, but he didn't get enough on that header. He was free in the box and just clipped it away wide of the far post.
And he's still in. It's that kind of thing that happens to you when you're behind. His throw-in came, bounced off his own player and out for a throw-in to United after all the good work done to try and stop it being an United throw down there at the corner to the left-hand side. The United fans all in there. They're looking great. They're all there. I want to hear a bit more noise for them if you're there, because you're a good supporters, bunch of supporters. I want more noise because we need to be entertained.
See yawning you at the back there.
Ball into the middle, Murphy into the middle, headed over to the back, it gets right through, and again Nicky Devlin at the back, but he has to force his way out the way. He gets it back to Gilmer, great ball back to him, plays at the edge of the penalty area, quick 1-2 there. It's Forrest across the middle again. McGill looking for someone, he flicks over the top, it's a poor one, and this allows Stirling to make a breakaway down the left hand side, and it's away to Jay Doyle. He's on his own 1-against-1, but he now managed to get defenders back, but he's trying to get to the edge of the penalty area. He's got two players, one over this side. Terrible ball into the middle, taken out by United really coolly and calmly. Back to the keeper, booted over the halfway line, and they're trying to win it back, but they give it away, and there he comes again. It's Nathan Shepherd, forcing his way forward, gets the ball over to this right hand side to Max Wright. Max Wright now played Morris, a right winger for them now, and he gets into penalty area, makes a lot of space, and shoot.
A good opportunity.
It's such a space open. That's twice on this right hand side of defence it's happened, but luckily it goes away. Out now to Kinnear coming back, plays it back, and here United not managing to get rid of this ball as the number 7 right into the middle of that same space again. It's a shot off the crossbar, back again, and it's blasted out by the number 3. It beat the keeper, all ends up and hit the junction of the bar and the post and just went away there. There was a strike in there, I think, by the number 7 that time. I think it was David Greenhill.
That's a fantastic effort there.
But again, that's 3 times we've seen that space just appearing between Ayers number 3, Kevin McKinley, and just inside him. And I think Kevin's actually struggling a wee bit just now. He seems as if he's got an injury. It wouldn't surprise me if Josh MacArthur comes on.
And that's allowed, as you said there, number 9, who was at Max Wright, managed to get inside him and have a wee chance. It was blocked, and then just followed up there with David Greenhill cutting inside and hitting a pile driver off the bar.
I'm just watching just now to Kevin McKinley. He's limping very badly now as Ayers sprayed the ball over to the far side. 2 passes out to United's Forrest. There's an overlap. It's there. He's right through. He's into penalty area. Chips it to the back. There's 2 there. McGill gets his head on it, but again under.
He's got to come off. That's that bad injury, I think, or that previous injury for McKinley.
Oh, McKinley's waving them away. He doesn't want to be taken off. See that?
Yeah, he's signaling
no. But he's coming off, and I think that's right.
A wise decision that he's
for
decided
next weekend
save him.
So important. He's had an excellent game as well, and as you can
That
hear,
looks a heavy injury. That he's really toiling with that.
Well, I think it's the fact it's the niggling last injury we were talking about. He's been playing with painkillers or something this week, and I mean, so it's really unfair of the club not giving us painkillers, isn't it?
Exactly.
At times, I mean, looking down there to Alan, he looks like he deserves some.
Who's going on?
That for me is number 15. No, it's not. 14, is it?
16.
Andrew Muir.
16. It's Andrew Muir, yes. It's Andrew Muir that's there. It's a bit of a place to give him. Give him the ball straight away. Looks lovely pass out to the right-hand side. Finds Forrest. Forrest inside. Takes a 1-2. Down the right-hand side. Comes back. Gives the ball to Gilmer in the middle. Across the front. Right on the halfway line now. We've got Murphy. Murphy pushing forward. Lovely curling ball in there. Donnelly's just offside as he first times the ball, but puts it wide of the post.
Yeah, interesting there. Young Andrew Muir getting his debut today, I believe. And at right back, and they've moved
Yes.
Nicky Devlin to left back.
Yeah, he seemed to be quite a good right back for the Academy.
Interesting.
Yes,
Good chance to blood the youngster today. Here 2-0 up, man advantage.
We've seen him playing before when we've seen some of the younger team matches. A very good prospect as well. Long ball by Stirling. Booty to this side. Muir tries to get it. A lot of pressure on the guy. Just used his body strength. He's not the biggest of players, but he really did have a good go against Jay Doyle there and stopped him from getting a clean header on the ball.
Yeah.
Halfway line, he's Stirling throwing over there.
He's Stirling certainly going for it. I think they're going on a 3-4-3 at the minute.
Yep.
They're pushing all they've got.
Should give here some space forward.
Yeah, definitely should be able to exploit that.
He's still on the halfway line, no pressure put on them. Forward now, that's pressure. McGovern's putting pressure on and he tries to force it, gets it back to the keeper. The keeper puts it well to his left hand side and doesn't get it forward. It only gets out to Donnelly, and unfortunately he's not able to control it. And lovely wee piece of play there.
Oh,
Shepherd
well
with it back, but Gilmer gets it back, plays it wide. Here on the ball, Donnelly through into penalty area. Forrest, he should have taken the first time, goes to his left foot, gets
Scramble
inside.
chance.
McGill takes a shot, it's saved.
Chance.
It's another one, it's a goal
Yes.
to United. 3 efforts,
Donnelly.
all blocked and stopped,
Is it?
and it's in the net, and it looks like the second goal of the match for Donnelly.
Yeah, good. Great build-up play here, showing very patience. What was that? 76 minutes.
76, yeah.
It
76
looked as
minute
if
of the
initially
game, yeah.
it was Peter McGill was going to break his duck for here and get a.
Well, I've got to
shot,
say, I
but
thought it was first going to be Forrest, and then he was blocked out on
Forrest
the
up,
left
but
hand side.
great save by the keeper Barnard there to spoil wee McGill's day, but the ball broke quite kindly for Ryan Donnelly and he hit it into an empty net from about 6-7 yards out.
Well, confidence building for the
Yeah.
boy as well, Donnelly. I'm glad to see that because it's something he needs. The manager was talking about that, but this is a lovely attempt here by East Stirling following down the side. It was a lovely wee slip ball through by the number 12 there, Jay Doyle, but the overlapping player slipped and ended up in his face, and that was Max Wright. So here, get the ball back. Campbell forward into midfield. We have got Gilmer to the halfway line. Lovely little flick forward again by, and that is again JP McGovern that's doing that, and it's beautiful play. Halfway line again for A United. Gilmer looking forward, trying to see players here do have space in front of them, and it's out to the right hand side again here. Just taking a bit of time, just allowing. Just keep the possession. They're asking for the East Stirling player to come in. They've gone 1-2 through again. The area, 3 passes through into the penalty area, but an interception at the last moment takes away from Gilmer, and the ball goes out there, and it's East Stirling picking the ball up at their own 25-yard line if there was one, and it's forward by East Stirling out to this side of the park, and it's Max Wright, the centre forward for East Stirling, cutting inside, still 18 yards inside his half, plays it back to the number 7 there, Greenhill to the right hand side now, and it's McGregor looking for someone in front of him, playing it back now to the halfway line. He's still on the ball here, just holding the position. It's a poor pass there, and it really gave Shepherd absolutely no hope of getting the ball. So it's a throw into here on the halfway line, quickly taken. Gilmer on the ball at the halfway line. He's looking for players in front of him. He's given some time, flicks it forward. Donnelly onto the ball, plays it back out in the right hand side. 1-2 seemed to be fouled there. I think the referee's been lenient there on the Stirling player. Now that was offside. The ball came through. The linesman sees the player doesn't go for it, and had his flag up, but changes his mind, drops it down, and here picked the ball up now out to this left hand side, and it's Nicky Devlin on the ball now. On the halfway line now. It's,
plenty of space in the midfield area now.
There's a lot more now. It's McGovern looking for someone. He's just waiting. No one's coming to him, so he gets space. He plays it through to Forrest. Forrest to Gilmore. Gilmore back to halfway
Scores
line.
back, diagonal
Trying
pass.
to diagonal pass. It's not a
Keeper's-
bad one. Number two, keeper just in front of Devlin, who'd come in. To be quite honest, it was a bit of one. It would have to make the goalkeeper make some major mistake for anything to come of that. And Devlin's coming back over the halfway line. He's had quite a shift today as well. He's now back into possession.
That's not out.
The ball didn't go out there, even though he had called for it. And it's Max Wright on the ball, plays it inside now on the halfway line. It's the number 7, David Greenhill, plays across the far side, but well intercepted there. And it's Muir. Muir's going like a train.
I did well to the fullback and Muir pushing too much there, and the ref looked him, so gave the foul to East Stirling.
Sometimes wonder when someone walks in front, they're not within play distance, whether you can claim that as being as obstruction.
Get your black and white tinted glasses off.
No, I just think when players run in front and the ball's a good 10, 15 yards in front,
No.
if you
I
run
think
in
you'll
front
find
of
it was
you,
a much closer than 10 or 15 yards there.
We'll see the video. We've got that in video.
We've got that in evidence. I'll expect your apology.
I'll expect your apology.
I got it in
you can like mine in writing. Yours will be in crayon. Colour it
I'll
in.
have yours in blood. Aye.
Here now through the middle of midfield there, out to this the left-hand side. Here on the ball, but they have to come back to the half line. Murphy forward now, picked up by McGovern. Forward again, Gilmore back to McGovern near the halfway line. Sprays out to the right-hand side. I mean spray it because it's soaking out there. Gilmore, centre of midfield, moving forward 20 yards inside the half, looks for it. Great ball forward. Donnelly just offside. Ah, my goodness.
Frustrating. We've got somebody on Facebook saying they don't want any more goals.
They've got a bet on, have they?
12-1 for 3-0.
How long we got left? Quite 10 minutes.
10 minutes left. I think there's another goal in this.
Possibly.
I'd like to see a wee hat trick for centre forward to give him that extra confidence. Get that extra bit of confidence. I've just got a lovely piece of footage there of forehead. Yeah, but forehead. Shades his forehead. Lovely stuff. Oh, the home fans are getting a wee bit
frustrated.
Humpty down there, I think. Technical term. Free kick then to East Stirlingshire over on the far side, 25 yards inside their United half. Two players staying in offside position at the moment, but the men right up there. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them near the edge of the penalty area.
What we would need here is a wee quick breakaway.
Yeah.
Or a Kit Kat.
There are other biscuits are available.
Like
ball
Snickers.
right through to the middle. Number 12 is offside. They're trying to get out. It comes back. It's a blasted shot from out there. Just over the top from East Stirling. I think that was Paul McMullen, wasn't it, that took that one about 18 yards out. Just took a blast on it. Wasn't ever going goalward, but he's just got a bit flat again.
I know. Game's by, really, innit? They know they're not coming back. East Stirling know they're not coming back for a 3-0 deficit with 10 men. And they are just using this as a training exercise.
Number 6 coming off there is Graham McGregor. And we'll allow a spotter to work out who that was that
15,
came on.
I
think it looks like Martin Shields coming on. Here on the ball now. Deep in their own half. Gilmore pushes it up straight through the middle. It's picked up very well there by United's Donnelly. Poor pass though forward. You can see what he's trying to do. He's giving it away to East Stirlingshire, and they're now in the ball at the edge of their own penalty area, passing across the front, back into the centre. And well marked down by United there, forced the ball back to the keeper. Ball comes all the way through to back there's Campbell. He tries to flick a ball down the right hand side, puts a hand up as he knows he's just put too much pace in that, and it goes all the way through for a goal kick. David's again trying to lay him to right on the left hand side.
I just want to send you a card, Carl.
I hope that's on film. Do you see that face? Do you see that face you'd like to kick? That's all I could say. Not kiss. Okay.
Glasgow kiss.
Pat Naheed. United win the ball on the halfway line, and that was painful. Mrs. Doubtfire. Nicky Devlin slips but gets up to get the ball again, plays it back right onto the centre circle, and it's sprayed out to the right hand side there by United again. Gilman, lovely ball there by him. Forward by Muir. That looked like a free
Taken
kick
out,
to
yeah.
United as Forrest was upended as he charged down the right-hand side, getting onto the edge of that pass from Muir.
Has Muir looked out of place?
Muir's not had much pressure put on him so far, and he's done very well in what he's done.
Yeah, I agree with you there. That, obviously, he's quite comfortable at right back. He'll get extra man. He's trying to get forward as well, which is encouraging signs to see for the youngster. But as you say, they are not under a great deal of pressure at the minute. I think East Stirling have resigned themselves that they're not going to win or possibly even get back into this game in any shape or form at the minute. They're looking quite well balanced. The only concern, obviously, in the back four, the only concern is McKinley with that hip or thigh injury. Is it a hip injury he's got? Sciatica type injury?
It seems to be a nerve tweak, is what we're talking about. As East Stirling take a dangerous pass for themselves over the far side, and United get in there, win it back, and then lose it again. As East Stirling pick it up now on the halfway line, pushing forward now. The number 7 Greenhill on out to the right to Kinnear, back to Greenhill on the halfway line, tried to work it forward, but it's a poor ball forward, and there is Murphy casually slides the ball back to the keeper.
Casual.
Keeper
he's
second
used
time
that with a
today. It's
sandwich.
just put it straight back out to the East Stirling play, but lucky for United, that was Muir that won it back. Donnelly now gets the ball just inside the East Stirling half, plays out to left hand side, and coming forward here is Nicky Devlin. He's all the way across the middle. He's just upended there that time.
Booking.
The number 5. Go on, you want to
He's
say
got an injury for it as well.
No, it's not. Is it the number 5? Yes, it
Picked
is.
up an injury, number 5.
Yes, Bolokowicki.
Bolokowicki.
We haven't had to say it very often this game. Thank the Lord. Deserved a big. I think he's hurt himself. He looks injured.
I've said that about 3 times if you listen.
Pardon?
Nothing.
4-man wall, and it's McGovern looking at this. There's 3 people who could take this shot lining up behind this ball. McGovern, there's Scott McLaughlin, and there's also Gilmer all there. Oh, he really wished one of these wee sprays, because they're trying to nick a few inches there, and the referee had to shove them all back. But here we've got 3 players possibility, and it's going to be Scott McLaughlin.
Yes!
It's an excellent shot. It came off the post, went round the left-hand side of the wall. What a great move. It looked like McGovern was going to take it. He ran in as if to blast it, ran over the ball, and then it was left to Scott McLaughlin to hit the ball. You can hear how the fans think about that. Excellent strike of the ball. Crashed off the post there.
Yeah, tremendous left-footed free kick there from about 25 yards out. Yeah, just left the centre, curled it over the wall and hit the inside of the post and sped back across the goal and to safety for East Stirling.
That's East Stirling just booted the ball forward, comes back, straight back to their own goalkeeper, and again a lovely boot forward by them. Oh, genius there.
You want a stat?
That was Murphy got up there and just headed it back to the keeper.
You want a stat?
Yeah.
Right. I have been advised that in 2011 we beat East Stirling 3-0 up here in the same cup, and that year we went on to the semi-final.
Yeah. I don't want to mention that semi-final.
When was that? 2005?
11.
Oh, all right, I remember.
Gilmer forward, gets the ball back now to the halfway line. Here, play it forward again. Gilmer out to the right hand side. McGovern's loving the second half, playing his more natural position. McGill, edge of the penalty area, plays it out now to Forrest. Forrest comes back again, plays the ball back. Here, get it into the middle. It's Scotty McLaughlin, 25 yards out, takes a shot, deflected. Power taken out of it for him, and the keeper scrambles down to his right hand side and saves it.
Somebody who would.
Somebody's phone's going.
It's Mother Job.
Ball into the centre there here for United, played outside there, picked up onto the ball now is it's Muir. Muir's got it, plays it forward again. Edge of the box, played again forward. Here picking it up, back to the halfway line. Scott McLaughlin looking for someone out to the left hand side. Nicky Devlin forward again, 1-2 with McGill, but it just comes off the heel of Lloyd Kinnaird and stops that 1-2 from being effective. I think Nicky Devlin's looking a wee bit tired at the moment.
He is. He's done a fair shift up and down that wing.
Yeah, he looks like he's a real prospect. He really looks good. Scotty McLaughlin wins the ball at halfway line, forward to Gilmer. Gilmer now gets people outside, takes a shot from 40 yards, but straight to the keeper. They're loving their shooting, aren't they, this half?
They're getting the opportunity to do it. The space is opening up, and they're getting the shots away. And that's exactly what we need. A wee bit of confidence going into next Saturday.
Yes, United trying to win the ball back at the halfway line there, taken away. out there into the centre though by Stirling. Lovely ball out to the side, but Devlin makes it, wins it, plays it forward. Scott McLaughlin halfway line, marked down very quickly. He's looking for someone inside him. He turns, gets it forward. There's Forrest right in the centre of midfield. He's running forward. No one's going to him. He plays it outside. It's right through. It's just offside again, and the keeper comes down and saves at the feet of United's Ryan Donnelly, but that was an excellent ball through. It must have been so close. I'd love to see
Donnelly getting a hat-trick today, I really would.
I just wish they have, I hope they have the drive in themselves to come forward and go for another couple of goals.
Only get 2 minutes left of normal time.
Yep, still time.
At least the rain stopped. Oh.
Silence there as the ball was booted long by the keeper, and Muir went to go for it, and he sort of just bumped into the player, gave it away as a free kick, 18 yards inside the United half, over there on the far side. Seagulls have followed it.
I know. That's us into the 89th or 90th minute. The game's just died, hasn't it?
Ball into penalty. It's a very good one, but again Murphy strong, gets up to the halfway line, but again picked up Kinnaird. Poor pass here. I've got 3 against 2 here. McGill plays it through, and there's Gilmer at the edge of the penalty area. He's right through into penalty area. Chance to pass the keeper. It's 4-0 to United. Lovely ball by McGill forward there to the on-running player, and he plays it into the net so beautifully there. So it's 4-0 to United right on the 90th minute, and Gilmer gets it.
Yeah, so I'm afraid 3-0 at 12 to 1's just going out the window for somebody. Oh, superb goal.
Absolutely superb goal for A United here. Absolutely superb. So A United are now 4-0 up, and again I feel a bit sorry for East Stirling after their performance in the first half, and also we've got to say the fact it seems the same thing, running out of pace. It's the final whistle goals here, and here we are at East Stirling, and A United have come away with a 4-0 victory, a less than impressive first half, but my goodness, that second half starts to show promise. There's a look of a team starting to get to know each other there as well, and I don't know how well you can see this, but the players look pretty happy as well out there as we turn the camera onto the ground there, and you can see the players coming off. Really well done, and I've got to say, well done to those fans. I don't know if you can see them at the far end, most of them are away now, but they're standing there applauding them right off the pitch, and getting a clap from Martin Campbell and a few of the guys out there as well. Lovely Gilmer there cheering them back as they're getting the applause. Appreciated by United definitely there, as we now see them coming off the park here. A good victory at the end for United. A lot of work still to be done, but much better performance than last week. Very impressed with the youngster coming on there at the end, as you were talking about there. Didn't have much pressure put on him, to be honest, but there's Andrew Muir again, slotted into the system and looked as if he'd been there for ages. David Hunt, not much to do, a couple of sclaff balls he did. Nicky Devlin ran his heart out. He looked exhausted near the end. Kevin McKinley strong. We'll like to see if the injury's okay after a while there. Peter Murphy strolled the game absolutely. And Mark Moore on to his natural game as the game went on. Alan Forrest a bit quieter in the second half, but again out there on the right hand side seemed to get a lovely little bit of play going with get a little bit of play going with what I was going to say there, the overlaps there, and with also John Paul McGovern. He started to get a lovely link up out there, and we bring I've got to say, Scott McLaughlin really came into the game. That free kick he took at the end was excellent, worth saying. Wait to see that in the highlights. Ryan Donnelly, superb second half. He got his goals off, 2 goals there, doing very well out of that. John Paul McGovern dropped back into the centre of midfield, and we saw such a difference. Absolutely, completely different there, everyone. Much better there. Michael Donnell, bit worried about him with the injury they took before half time as well. Let's see, people came on to the part there as well. Peter McGill came on, didn't look out of place at all, and in fact the second half really looked very much part of the team, creating chances, and as David pointed out to us earlier, really should have got a strike of the ball there. Now I don't know what's happening, I'm all alone here because David's here. He's listening into music now. He's listening into music, but it's nice to be able to come away from a game like this. And Ian, your points of view.
Yeah, that sums it up actually. Yeah, Davey's back. Yeah,
Sorry about that.
Yeah, your other job.
Yeah,
It's you pimping me out to other people.
No,
I make lots of money out of it.
no, poor first half performance, better second half. Team starting to look as if it's gelling,
Well,
but we still need to get another couple of players on.
back four's looking better, bit
Yep.
more balanced. Unfortunately, we've picked up a couple of injuries there, but it was nice to see the young guy Muir coming on there, getting
Yeah, I was
his
just
debut.
saying, I thought he played very well,
Um,
slotted in well.
It's obviously a bit kind of artificial because here we're 10 men, playing against 10 men and 3 to the good there, but it's still good to bleed the youngsters, but that should hopefully give us a bit more confidence. But I still think our main problem it's not so much we don't have the goals in terms of we've lost Michael Moffat, but we don't have a natural striker to support Ryan Donnelly. John Paul McGovern is a different player when he's playing from midfield, running at the defence, but when he's got his back to goal playing as an out-and-out striker, he's very ineffective for us. But like you say, Ryan Donnelly scored 2 today. Saw Brian Gilmer getting on the score sheet, and obviously Scotty McLaughlin. So the goals spread throughout the team, but I definitely think we need another out-and-out striker, a natural forward player. And I would even play the gaffer. He needs to maybe look at that, unless he can get someone else in.
I think he's got to get someone else in. I
Definitely.
know he particularly doesn't like coming on and having to play when he wants to be in organising it. He would be an asset, but you're not going to see him play a hopeful match. There's no way you're going to get him.
Ideally, he wants to be managing, standing aside, observing the team. That's the way it should be. But I think the balance of the team isn't quite correct going forward. And that's where we need to look at it. I think we're underutilising John Paul McGovern. As you saw, he set up the first goal for you, and where did he come from? He came from deep, he came from midfield.
How comfortable did he look when he was
he's
playing
a totally
in that
different
position?
player. I mean, he was popping up on the right-hand side of midfield, and he was pinging passes 30, 40 yards to the left-hand side. He was going at the defence with the ball at his feet. He's got the goals in front of him. He knows where he's going. He's drawn defenders towards him. He slipped a great wee pass into Ryan Donnelly. I've got to say, Ryan Donnelly cut inside, and it was a superbly executed left-footed goal, and that really kind of settled him down. And good poacher's instincts for his second. There was a bit of a goal-mouth scramble. The ball fell kindly to him, but you still have to be there as a striker. But he needs support up there. He needs support, and John Paul McGovern isn't the answer. And I think are a lesser team for putting him up there, but they're a bit more effective when he's playing in the midfield.
Let's not forget them. Stirlingshire first half played us off the park.
Yeah, we started pretty reasonably well with the bulk of possession. We squeezed the game up and played the game in their half, but they seemed to gain confidence. They had a 30-yard free kick. I think it was Greenhill's whizzed by Hutton's left-hand post. And for that next 15 minutes mark onwards, they were a different team. They started taking the game towards Ayr. Ayr were looking very pedestrian at times. Again, we lacked a bit going forward. But at the turn of the second half, the goal settled us down. It seemed as if the roles were reversed, as if East Stirling were trying to squeeze us in our own half, and we were then attacking them, and that worked to our favour.
Some really good players out there. Max Wright for them, the centre forward. There's a little centre forward, but he's more right and left. He was very good. David Greenhill had a very good day.
McKenna before he's sent it off,
which we'll have to look at because we can't tell you exactly for what it was just now. But we've got to say, because we've got it's coming up to the end of the time that we can be on here because we've got our interviews to go just now.
Gaffer's waiting for you.
And I am going to dive over there and I'll leave you over to Ian just now.
Yep, thank you very much, Calum. We're finished here for today. We'll now head for Somerset Park next Saturday for the first league game of the season against Morton. This is AUmedia saying thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next week.